Welcome to the Movie Draft Podcast. I'm Ethan Simi, and today I am joined by my wonderful co-host, Ben Lawhorn.
Hello.
And three wonderful guests. First up is Ryan McQuade.
Hi, everyone.
Next is Bobbi.
Hello.
And finally, Des.
I'm so happy to be back here.
Okay, and today we are drafting Disney movies in a regular style, pretty much mega draft. This was originally planned to be 6 total people, which I think we've kind of made an in-house rule that like a 6-person draft is a mega draft. We're pretty much there. We have 5 of us, and I think that should qualify for something. And you may have heard Disney movies. It's more broad than that, I feel like. And we're going to get into this. It's not maybe the Disney movies you're thinking about. And I think that is going to be part of the fun of this Disney movie draft. Ben, hello.
Hey.
Co-host is back. The first episode we have recorded together since part 2 of the top 25 horror movies of the 21st century collaborative draft. How are you feeling about that list? You stand by it? Do you have any additional insight to provide in hindsight?
I personally feel great about it. I think we crushed it. I know there's been some comments of people saying that we may have like used our interpretation of horror a little loosely, but to them I say you're wrong. You know, that's it. We crushed it. So there you go.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Des, you're also on that pod. Do you have any retrospective thoughts about the top half?
I also agree that it is perfect, and I think everyone kind of coming at me crazy for putting Nope at number 2 needs to redirect their anger to you, Ethan, because you're the one who's going to veto Bones and All. So,
not a good movie. I stand by.
Whoa,
you know,
that's.
I think. Listen, I think
you have a weird hatred for Timothée Chalamet, and
it's. Don't even. Okay, listen. We're
it's
5 minutes.
We're
5 minutes into this draft, Des. Don't trigger me with the whole Timothée Chalamet Bradley Cooper thing again, because is this thing on? The discourse is already just suffocating. Let me tell you, I can't even stomach this. We're walking away from that list.
What's the discourse?
Just the discourse of like Bradley Cooper made a smaller movie. Good for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, let the man make a film. God forbid he wants to be Leonard Bernstein. Just. Nonetheless,
that's a good for him movie, like Midsommar.
Good for him. Exactly. Thank you, Ben. We are walking away from that list with the wrong takeaway, in my opinion. People that are focused on Nope, we put Sinners at 3, and I think that's really cool. I think we did great work on that episode in particular. Ryan, welcome back to the pod. How are you? You were part of the first round of that list, which has kind of been, we've disassociated ourselves with that really at this point in time.
I had fun on I think I got like dragged a lot for wanting to put Get Out at 13 and then my chaos of Hereditary at 13. I was having fun. That's the point when you have that pick, is that you get to be the guy that reigns chaos. I mean, there is some stuff on that list that was on the top that I wouldn't have gone with personally, but y'all did that y'all's way and we did ours our way, and that's the point of this. So you know, and I did, and Nope's his best movie, and so it being that high, I don't have a problem with that. I love
to hear it. I think it's great.
It's good movies. I mean, and I knew exactly what the discourse was, Ethan, and I just wanted you to get in trouble with the Timothée Chalamet fans again. So.
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing that. They just come after me all the time.
Even
though I praise him for his cool, anyway.
I think you just get mad at the fact that there's like seemingly a double standard, correct, with like Bradley Cooper and Timothée Chalamet.
If you want to like get actually real about it, yes, that is like my real take. But this is a conversation for another time that we will probably re-engage with come closer to Academy Awards time. A conversation that Ryan, you and I had not too long ago on the Academy Awards draft that we did. But we have someone special with us. Bobbi, you're back after a long time off the pod, to no fault of my own, I swear. I'm trying so hard to get you on the show all the time. But the last time you were here was episode 90, 2005 auction draft. I won it. I just want to put that out there. Thanks.
Okay, so if we're setting the record straight, let the court
we're not.
Let the record show, in between the last time I was here and today, Ethan and I have met in person. We met
It's
at
true.
and it was great.
Mm-hmm. I had a great time.
I was like, amazing. Meeting friends from online in person, and they're
Mm.
even cooler in person. Amazing. And then it's like crickets. I have not heard from Ethan since that. I have
You
not
know-
gotten one pod invitation. So I
Mhm.
was like, okay, damn. I guess.
You were like platonically ghosted. You're just
Yes!
Pretty much, yeah.
That's just
Did
it.
I do something wrong?
I don't know. Bobby, you know that I think you're really cool, and so I feel I don't want to be invasive.
know
You
that
know what I
now.
mean? I don't want to be like all up in your business trying to where you're like, Ethan wants me on the pod all the time. What's wrong with this guy?
When have I
you know?
ever said no to coming on this podcast?
It's true. You're putting in the work. Yeah,
Right.
I'm in the wrong. So I'm glad we've established that in the introduction here. Once
Ethan,
again,
do you
another
think
week.
I'm a fucking loser or something? Because you don't mind invading my time in my calendar by asking me to come out here.
Man, this is just getting better and better. I'm just gonna sit back.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, I'm
So-
gonna go pop some popcorn so I can sit back and watch the rest of this.
We're actually here to do something much more important than determine people's coolness, and that is to draft Disney movies here on this this episode of the Movie Draft Podcast.
What a
So-
swerve.
We should
Just
talk
shut that door.
about that. We should move the conversation in that direction. Ryan, I will start with you. Disney movies, they span many genres, many styles. It's a big, broad list that we're going to be talking about here today. Personal connection to them? Do you find yourself drawn to a certain style, certain genre within the big Disney collective?
Oh man, that's like saying, do you like candy? Because I feel like Disney's a part of all of our lives, whether we like it or not. I mean, like the good stuff about it, like I think a lot of us grew up with the sort of Disney Renaissance films and seeing those in theaters and certain live action films and everything in it. So it's like a great test for you know, to start showing kids at a young age like what type of films they would like. There's various dark films in there as well as like some lighter fare. But then there's also like frustrations from Disney as you grow older. Like I have my own personal frustrations with the entity that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like that's a thing that has penetrated discourse over the last couple of years of like, is Marvel in their style good for cinema, or you know, that's the whole Scorsese business. But then there's just some that are just nostalgic and fun and I love. So yeah, I have a lot of love more for like Pixar films and you know, in the animated features, but then there are some of those live action films that I just love love, and I hope I get to draft them today.
I mean, you know, Disney's been making movies for a long time, so there are many different connections to those. Ben, I know that you're a big Lion King guy. That's no surprise to anybody here and anybody that listens to the pod. Does your Disney affiliation span past lions?
Yeah, mini animals,
Cool.
Aristocats.
Wow,
bears,
Aristocats.
yeah, all kinds of stuff.
I
I
feel like that's early shots fired, but that's okay. We'll just whatever.
it's whatever. I mean, Disney, like Ryan alluded to, I was a child also. I enjoy Disney movies. This was actually for the longest time in my life, my dream job was to be a Disney animator. I used to draw a lot as a kid. That's what I wanted to do. Once I started going to computers, I was like, I got to dip out. This is not what I want to do. So I'm not interested in that. So, but yeah, I mean, I love it. It was really interesting putting this list together. I am curious, you know, the more fine-tuned stuff of like live action and some of these other topics, like what qualifies and what doesn't. But Disney's really got a stranglehold on a lot of stuff, a big monopoly here on a lot of stuff. So we're going to be covering a lot for sure.
Yeah. Bobby, what about you? I know you and I personally, we've had a lot of Disney animation discourse in our personal texts and personal real live meetups. You're a big Disney animation fan. What about any other things that Disney has to offer?
I mean, I think I'm the and this is not like a unique experience by any means, because I think we've all grown up with Disney in some way, shape, or form. But I think as a kid was in the Disney quote unquote ecosystem very early. So like I was definitely in the group that like watched Playhouse Disney like as a little kid, and then graduated to Disney Channel and stayed there, and then like all the animated films, and then now just because they are an acquisition monster,
Mhm.
now like as an adult, there are so many brands underneath the brand umbrella that I like have an affinity for to a certain degree. But I think Disney animated films helped me to learn the language of movies and learn the language of storytelling for the first time. I'm much more, I'm not a Disney adult, so let's not start those allegations, but
Okay.
I love the theme parks. I'm a big theme park nerd, and so Disney obviously like has the theme parks, and I think it's just a great example of the different lengths that storytelling can go, and the different ways in which we can interact with the story. And so that's what really kind of, gets me going, and those are the things that I love. But obviously the movies have a special place. They're like my comfort things. I watch
Mhm.
them often to kind of like center myself from the craziness. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's the same thing I'm sure all of us are going to say at some point
Yeah.
on this pod.
Wow, that was very beautiful. The power of Disney. Des, what about you? Your connection to Disney movies, and now I think Bobby brings up a good point that we're going to start talking about here: the acquisition monster that is Disney, and maybe what's under their umbrella now.
Imagine I like just say ditto, just because I think
That's
Bobby
great
said that.
podcasting. Yeah.
No, really. I think Bobby said that really beautifully, and it it is something that like we'll all say is just the deep connection to it, and just like it is just a big reminder of like childhood, and the good experiences, and I have said this before in some capacity, but the experience of watching a movie in theaters versus at home is very different.
Mhm.
But um, watching a movie at home, I feel like I always think back to Disney because watching it on VHS tapes, watching it just on TV, I have really good memories of all of those. So they do mean a lot.
Yeah. I obviously agree with everything you guys said. So ditto. I think it's a great. I think you gave a great kind of little teaser there for an episode that comes out in a couple of weeks, which would be our theatrical re-release wish list draft that we actually recorded last night in our timeline. So we're doing a lot of jumping around right now in our recordings, but I do think that is a really important thing to bring up, and the kind of theatrical value that Disney movies have. I know that for me, that point, the very first movie that I took my first daughter to, Olive, was Onward. That's the first movie she ever saw in theaters. So I have a very special connection to that movie that a lot of people would argue is like a pretty subpar Disney movie. And it just like means a lot to me because that was the first movie that my kid ever saw on a big screen. And so I think like there are those special connections that we all have with particular Disney movies, whether they are the gold standard or not of what Disney is able to do. We are going to be drafting, as alluded to, lots of different styles of Disney movies here in this draft. I want to read the categories and then talk strategy because I think it's important to know what we're working with before we kind of discuss where we might be going. And I believe take a couple points of contention to the tribunal here, to the council. So the 6 categories that we are working with today are live action, Disney Channel original movie, Pixar / Walt Disney Studios, Searchlight, Marvel, and Wildcard. Those are going to be the 6 big categories that we have to choose from. Now, let's talk strategy about this draft. I feel like maybe not a lot of prep necessary for this. We all have like a lifetime of growing up with Disney movies and watching Disney movies here and there. I think some categories are going to be a little bit harder than others, but I'm much more curious. Is there like a first round draft pick? Is there a particular movie or set of movies that you're afraid someone else might be like vying for here? Or is the pool big enough where we don't really have to worry?
I think it's down to whether we're trying to draft our own personal teams for fun or if we're trying to win.
Okay.
I know for me, like there's a movie that if it gets taken, I'll be heartbroken because it is my favorite that falls under one of these categories, but I'm not necessarily trying to win with that pick either. I'm just trying to compile the team that's most me. So.
Okay. All right, cool. Sounds good. So we're not too worried. This should just be a lot of fun. It's just a really great, friendly
draft.
time.
It's a deep
It's
draft.
very deep.
I agree. It's a deep draft for sure. There's one particular point that Ryan, you kind of brought up before we started recording that I said we should circle back to on the pod here. Now we have two categories in particular, live action and Searchlight. These categories can be influenced by the acquisitions that Disney has made over the years. So live action, we discussed in our group text that it is not just animated to live action. So it's not just Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast or these things, but any live action film. Any live action film that is technically within the Disney catalog. Now, what that would mean is if we go post-acquisition on these things, it would be a kind of a line in the sand of when they acquired 20th Century Fox and when they acquired Searchlight, only those movies are eligible. If we go pre-acquisition, we have a much wider slate and a bigger net of movies that would be available for these categories. How do we feel about that? Because it's technically the Disney draft, right? So should we lean post-acquisition here?
Kind of felt like this weird thing of like talking out of both sides of my mouth here a little bit with this, but go with me, guys. Is that the 20th Century Fox acquisition is the thing that really like throws the wrench in it, because Searchlight would be like, yeah, just throw it all in there because Searchlight hasn't been around as much as, and you're talking about then really limiting the field for, I think like the last, I want to say like 5-6 years maybe is when they've had movies with them, and not necessarily like the best. And then, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But then also too, I think it also affects wildcard, because if you throw in wildcard films, like what do you do with the Star Wars franchise, which we didn't pick as a category? So like that is another one where what do you consider up to a certain point? Because they started making ones, but then obviously you could just wildcard and pick your favorite Star Wars film too. So I'm of the mindset of opening up the floodgates, even though it's kind of not in the tradition of the definition of a Disney draft at that point. And I don't know, it kind of sounds weird. It's like, I want to open it up for one category, but not the others. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe, and I know that's not fair.
It makes sense. It's not that it won't work that way.
Yeah,
it's not going to work.
It's
but
not going to work that way, but it's like, in my head, that makes sense. You know,
I can get that. Bobby, Des, any designator on this? Which way we should go?
I agree. I think, and we talked about it, but I do think that the especially like the reputation of Disney now is one of acquisition. They have a lot of shit underneath their umbrella, and so from that, it's like if the brand is under the umbrella, I do think that the catalog should be up for grabs, because it's not even just with the 20th Century like Fox acquisition, but also they acquired so many like smaller brands. And before that, we said Star Wars, they acquired the Muppets in the early 90s. Like there are a lot of other catalogs that are under their brands, and they did make things after that. But again, it's like, it's not exactly the hits that made it after they acquired. So I don't know. It feels like it should be the whole kit and caboodle. Mainly because selfishly, I have a pick in live action that I want to be able to
So we want everything available for what is technically their catalog now, right? Because I mean that's how the acquisition works. They buy Searchlight, they now own everything technically, right? Even if they didn't help make or produce or distribute that movie pre-acquisition. Des, are you good with that line of thinking? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it makes sense. I think it's too much of a wrench thrown in if at this point it's, we're drawing a line in the sand on if it's pre or post acquisition.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. So I think we're all aligned. We'll go pre-acquisition. So anything 20th Century Fox, quote unquote, or 20th Century is available for play here. Anything, let's see. I had a couple other things listed here. Anything that Searchlight has ever made is available here as well, which is an interesting category, I think, to say the least. And there's probably some other things that I'm forgetting that I didn't put into my preparation here that I am very excited to hear about all the cool stuff people thought of that I didn't think of drafting here in this draft.
I have a question.
Please.
Just to be certain, Walt Disney Studios subsidiaries, what's up with that?
It's under the umbrella.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
under the umbrella.
No takebacks.
It's a wide swath here. We got a lot of movies to choose from.
In regard to, like, what subsidiary?
I don't know, but I can't wait for that pick.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I have one that falls into that category, so I'm pro for sure.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
We'll see.
Perfect. So that really validated my thinking that I definitely have no idea what half these movies are that we're going to be drafting, because I have a very short list for everything that I cooked up about 40 minutes ago while I was trying to drink my triple espresso. So needless to say, we're all totally prepared and ready for this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Any other points of order we need to talk about before we spin the wheel of names and we kind of commence the Disney movies draft here? No? We're feeling good?
Feel good.
I think we're feeling good. I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Sounds
Wait,
good.
no, sorry. Actually, one more.
Sorry. One question per episode. So sorry.
Okay, can I text it to Bobbi to ask then?
Yeah, please. Yeah, if you want to funnel it through any one of us.
Awesome. Like for the Pixar Walt Disney category, once again, is the intention for that to be just animated?
That's how I took it.
That's how I took it.
The category that is Pixar and Walt Disney Studios?
Walt Disney Animation Studios? Right?
Yeah, Walt Disney Animation Studios.
See, there's that word there, that animation word in front of the studios that did not really register in my brain. Don't say it's in the notes, Ethan.
I think that was the implied idea of that category, was to encapsulate a wide berth of animated feature films. So I would like to stand by that. And I know that I just typed in animation in the doc. So you got me there. But I think that was implied.
Now in the fine print.
I think that was implied. You know what I mean? I feel like Willy Wonka, where the contract gets smaller and smaller as it goes down. You guys just didn't read the fine print. I would say for that category in particular, Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios, let's keep it animated. And I think if you had something you wanted to draft there, eligible and wildcard. If you follow your heart.
Now, if we're adding notes, I think Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios could be two separate categories. But that's just me. So
Agreed.
I agree with that. But then we have 7 categories, and that's weird.
This was what I was fighting about earlier in the group chats, and this is why I was saying earlier, and everybody's going to hear this now, is that one of the categories that I was kind of like iffy on was the Disney Channel original movie, because we're going to talk about a lot of movies in theaters, and then we're going to talk about a couple of TV films. And so like that's where I struggled, because I thought we could split that category up there, but I got outvoted, and that's okay. Yeah, because I got a lot of wild picks here, and it took me down nostalgia lane, which was great. Yeah, and I can
see your point on that, and while I understand, this entire draft was predicated on the idea of being able to talk about Disney Channel original movies by a very particular subset of guests. So don't look weird, Des. I didn't say anything.
I think he's trying to throw you into the best of us.
Put it out there.
The implication.
That's not
also
cool.
Yeah, I think a great nostalgia kind of drive there. Yeah, down that lane. So I think we shouldn't change anything more about the draft, because we're getting again into territory that people will hear about in a couple of weeks, where maybe some guests are unhappy with their spinning positions and they try to trade and do dirty shit under the table. And once rules are broken on this draft, society collapses. So
I agree.
To that effect, we're keeping these 6 categories. Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios is animation exclusive, cannot be live action. We are drafting a regular style draft. We're doing teams of 6 with those specific categories, and we're going to be drafting in a snake style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until we fill out all of our draft picks.
Okay.
That is how the draft will go. let's commence the Disney movie draft and see what happens. Ben, you got the spinner?
Got the spinner.
Okay. Anybody hoping to go first? Anyone want the number one?
No.
Not particularly.
I'm not saying a word.
I'm fine either way.
Probably wise, Bobby.
Let's see.
Spinner hears all.
Oh.
Tough. Wow.
Thank you, Jesus.
You wanted
And my
it?
birthday's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love
So,
it. I love
I'm
it.
glad that you
Yeah,
brought that
yeah.
up. It is your birthday tomorrow, and I can prove that it's in my calendar because I have photographic proof. I was going to wish you happy birthday tomorrow, but I'll just do it now.
Oh.
Happy
I
birthday,
doubted
Bobby.
you don't reach out to her to get on this podcast. You're going to reach out to her for happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Dang.
I manifested this for Des and I.
This is big.
Anti-misogynoir because Ben's here.
Yeah, huge blow for dudes right now. Not great.
Wow.
The 3
Wow.
spot.
Ben on the 3 spot. I'm a little
Okay.
jealous, Ben, of the 3 spot in a group of 5. It's kind of where you
Yeah.
want to be.
Oh, man.
All right, let's see.
Ryan, me and you, man. Please just don't be me. God damn it.
I'm fine
The
with
4
the
spot
turn.
sucks.
The turn rules.
The turn is so much better.
It's so
Oh my
good.
God, I get the turn for the first time.
That's crazy. Crazy
Yay.
work. Okay.
It worked
Bobby's
out.
going to be drafting first. Des, you will be drafting second. Ben, you are going third. I'm going fourth. And Ryan, you are going to be drafting fifth at the turn.
That's good with me.
Let's start the draft. Let's commence and see what kind of teams we're going to put together, what kind of strategies we're going to employ here, and what kind of movies that we're going to talk about. So, Bobby, why don't you kick off the Disney movies draft?
Oh my God. Okay. Never gone first before.
Gotta
Oh,
collect yourself. It's
The
a big
pressure's
moment.
there.
Right.
There's so much pressure. Okay. So I feel confident. I'm like, this is the draft that I think I am the most prepared for. So I have a lot of alternates that I'm happy with, but I'm going to go for the animation category because it feels like this one might be on other people's lists.
Okay.
And I would like it more. And I think I do deserve it more.
You deserve it, right?
I don't think I've ever drafted this film, but I brought it up a bunch of times. I'm going to draft The Incredibles.
Nice.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Cool,
a-
so-
it's a-
The Incredibles is
Uh-oh.
kind of an incredible film. I mean, not to be that guy, but it's hard to beat. So
Yeah.
super happy for you, Bobby. That's really wonderful stuff.
yeah. When you suffer, I'm happy.
I'm
So
not suffering. I'm happy for you.
you winced. You winced when I said The Incredibles.
It's-
so-
I did a little bit. Yeah, it was on my
It's a
short
loss.
list. It was on my.
It's a
I
loss
still
for you.
wanted to consider it down the line. So now I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can't fire me. I quit with the
Right.
So
But
yeah,
Bobby,
but
I'm suffering. I wanted that.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
Big
sorry.
first pick. Kind of a big steal
Yeah.
here. Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Sorry.
The Incredibles, yeah, much, but in my opinion, much better than The Incredibles 2, a sequel that just didn't really work for me.
I think most people would agree.
Okay, good. I'm glad
Yeah.
that's
Hot take
universal
coming from
truth.
Ethan.
Oh yeah! Wow, such a hot
Lukewarm
take.
take
Whoa.
over here. Incredibles, good movie.
Goodness.
Yeah, I mean the Incredibles is great. I love at the end when they're at the track and Dash is kind of like slowing and going faster and going slow. And it's great.
It's like a good adult movie too. I think it's like a movie that gets better when you become an
Yeah.
adult.
Mhm.
The teacher, Dash's teacher, he was onto something there. Big conspiracy theory guy, I'm sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Same voice actor. I think he plays Linguini and Ratatouille.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh,
So if you
wow.
listen, they sound the same, but yeah.
we should investigate that. I'm gonna
Investigate
figure
what?
this
Look
out.
up the cast list.
Investigate.
That would be what I do. Yes, in this case, it would be
Lisa
true.
Barlow, go in the distance here. Do it. Yeah,
I say, crack this case wide open.
do it.
I don't know who. Oh yeah, Bon Voyage. Man, what a great villain.
French.
Syndrome. This is a great movie. We should just talk about The Incredibles for the next hour. I think that's what we should do.
I mean, I got notes. I got time. So
What's the teacher's name? So, okay, got it. Bernie Crop. That definitely, he's a tin hat kind of a guy. Voiced by Lou Romano. And you know what happens when I click on his IMDb? Big old picture Linguini shows up. Not kidding you.
Perfect.
Well, there you go. I'm going to be full of fun facts on this.
That's
this draft.
the only 3 photos on his IMDb page are just PNGs of Luigi in different positions. I kid you not.
Nice.
That
That's
is
awesome.
so
Different
weird.
Positions.
Well, one of them,
Yeah.
he's one
It's
of
like
them.
fanfic. Like what side are you on right now?
When you
So
say
one of them, he's
positions, what
bent
does that mean?
over. Yeah.
I thought this podcast was PG. What the hell?
This took a really dark turn really fast. I didn't do that. Okay.
Mm.
Good pick, Bobby. Des, you
Thank
have a
you.
pick.
I'm also going to go animation.
Whoa.
Wow. Quick off the board.
Yeah.
Are you drafting this out of like a little bit of worry that you the one that you want is going to get stolen?
I might.
Okay, cool.
It's possible. I mean, it already got stolen.
Mm-hmm.
It would really hurt to have it,
It already
stolen
got stolen.
twice from the
Oh.
same category, nonetheless.
Yeah, that would suck.
I'm picking it at 5
But-
again, actually.
I'm going to I'm going to pick a movie that I'm surprised Bobby didn't have her hands on. And I think that this movie is for the bisexuals especially, and it's Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kita,
Mhm.
Milo,
Mhm.
Audrey. Hey, we're talking.
Where's everybody?
So-
Where's everybody from?
Where's everybody? Helga, hello.
Mhm.
Back to my penthouse. So I think that this is the movie that I am going to draft for this one. This is a movie that kind of stuck with me since I was a little tot. I don't know. There's just something about it. I love the mysterious nature of Atlantis. Atlantis has always really interested me in the idea of just like mythology. So this one's gonna go in my back pocket.
Mm,
Nice.
cool.
It's a good pick.
This is a good
It was
pick. Isn't this a movie that gets thrown around kind of on socials a lot about like, when are we going to make a live action Atlantis? I feel like I see that
Yeah.
all the time.
All of
That
that.
would be crazy expensive.
Yeah,
But
it's just
also
not.
worth
They made
it.
Avatar.
I was going to
That's
say,
they
well,
throw money at
Okay,
slop all the
let's-
time.
I mean, those, I mean,
James
to be fair,
Cameron's Atlantis.
They,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Now Ben's
Wow.
cooking with gas. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
this is big. Well, you
got
drafting Atlantis reminded me that Treasure Planet exists, so anything's draftable.
which is
at
a
this point in time.
far worse film. Like,
don't
Atlantis is
remember.
Far
I'd-
better.
I remember
Easily.
watching these movies as kids, but I as a kid, but like, you know, I haven't seen this movie. I haven't seen either of those films in
That was like in a
I don't know,
real
30 years
interesting
probably.
era for them. They were kind of in that in between of like they wanted to make the live action jump like more permanent again, but then
Mm,
their animated films kind of had that feel to it, like the
Mm.
Adventures. It's like they were trying to go for, I think, away from the Disney princess era, and we're trying to go towards
Mm.
more, audiences like for boys essentially. But I don't know. I think that those movies are kind of underrated in that era because
Yeah.
they're so interesting in terms of the choices that they're making. So I think that's a great pick. It's not what I would have picked, but it's also kind of like it's rad. So
it's really cool.
no, not like a bad way. That wasn't shade. I was just saying like it's not what I would have picked, but I didn't really, but I didn't think of it, and it's cool.
yeah,
I wouldn't have done that.
No, I mean, to
You
be
wouldn't
fair,
catch me picking that, but
Yeah,
like, it's cool
but-
for you.
not in that category. Maybe in like the wild card,
Um,
probably where I would have considered it for myself.
Mhm.
Post Eisner era is very interesting
Yeah,
for
very
the
interesting.
company.
Yeah. Okay, Ben, are you going to
Yeah.
pick something that Ryan or other people would want on their team, or are you just going to go with your heart?
I really don't know, but I'm going to go with my heart here.
Okay.
This was a movie that 5-year-old Ben saw like every other weekend. It's like what would make my dad take me to when he'd pick me up. It was like, we're going to go see this movie. I love this film. I watched it again today. I'm going to do, I believe, a movie draft first here. And I'm going to unravel a poster to announce my pick. My partner found this while we were thrifting, and it's like from the original run, and it blew my mind.
Mhm.
So my pick in live action is going to be
Okay, reveal.
Wait.
Yeah, big reveal. This is huge. I know what it is, but it's exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What a great pick!
That's such
That's-
a good pick.
And if you're
That's
gonna reveal,
so
what a
solid.
great reveal.
I
Great
love this
reveal.
movie so much. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is just one of my favorites.
Do you
Who
want to say
Framed
the
Roger
title of the
Rabbit?
film?
Yeah, sorry for anyone just listening and not watching.
So sorry.
Yeah, you totally missed out. It was
Subscribe on
Actually,
spectacular.
YouTube, or you'll never know what Ben drafted.
Or did he pick it for all the listeners out there? Did he? I don't
You're
know.
like,
Yeah.
damn, I wonder what he picked.
Yeah.
Man, I just remember this thing kind of blowing my mind as a kid. Like, just obviously all the animation that's in this live action and just how they were able to, like, I don't know, it still kind of holds up for 1988. It's kind of crazy what they were able to pull off. And then as an adult to be like, oh, we have like Donald Duck and Daffy Duck in the same scene. Like the logistics, the legal stuff
Yeah.
that went into this is kind of crazy that they pulled it off. Yeah, Disney got the rights to the book. And then they brought in Spielberg. And it's like, if you have Disney and Spielberg behind you, like you're going to get anything that you need. And I think that they did. So Bob Hoskins is fantastic in this. I think it's just such a good movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this movie. If you haven't seen it, obviously watch it. I think it's almost like perfect. So this was the one that I really just wanted to have on my team. So from here on out, I'm just coasting. So yeah.
Draft over for you.
Yeah. Just wake
I
me
know-
up when it's my turn. I'm just gonna, I got my
Take a
pick.
chill. I know you're a big Zemeckis guy, so I assume it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit at 1 and then Here at number 2. Am I
Yeah.
getting those correct?
It's more like a 1A, 1B, but yeah.
Right.
that's
Okay. Good. I'm glad we've
we
established
we love
that
Here.
you're on the right side of history with Here. Thank God.
What was this? What was this drafted under?
I put it under live action because it was released under Touchstone, which is owned by Disney.
Okay.
That was like,
That's
I
why
think
didn't
they're
think about
I
it.
forgot about
Adult.
Touchstone films. Now I got
Yeah.
Ben has
Excuse me, I'll be-
unlocked a whole different subcategory here.
We're gonna pause right now on the podcast. We'll be back shortly.
Everybody scatter real fast.
Yeah, I pulled up that Wikipedia real fast right now.
Yeah.
Holy cow. There's a lot.
There's so
Okay.
much that's in there.
Wow,
That's-
super interesting for Touchstone. They release Who Framed Roger Rabbit June 22nd, 1988. Their next film under distribution, July 29th, 1988, Cocktail.
You know,
Really just two ends
contain
of
multitudes.
two ends of the cinema spectrum there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
something good, something bad.
Contain
I'm not going to ask you
multitudes.
which one is which.
Right,
just 'cause
yeah,
I don't
don't
want to be
clarify.
Who
offended.
Framed
so-
Roger Rabbit's a masterpiece, and Cocktail is what it is. Like
Wow,
Come
there's
on.
a lot of
I'm not-
movies.
I'm not
here.
that much of a jerk. I know that when I come on here, I see people in the comments like, "Oh, he's," an idiot." But like clearly, I know I have some form of taste. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot of things available here. Okay.
There's
Yeah,
so much
no,
under
that's-
Touchstone.
Wow.
I forgot about it. Thank you.
It's
Ben.
fun watching you
God,
guys
we could-
research live like, as this is happening.
Ethan, it's your pick. But
Wow, I know it is. It's
This
my
is the
pick.
beauty of being in the fifth spot.
Right.
Like,
I kind of am wishing. I'm kind of wishing we split some categories here, Bobby. I think your proposition was good. We should have gone with like 10 categories. We could
We
have
could have a
Touchstone
lot of
category.
categories.
We could have had a Miramax category. We could have had a lot of different things.
I forgot about Miramax.
No, go figure.
Yeah.
Bobby was right. Huh.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said maybe we should have taken your
And
advice.
you didn't have to.
Okay, so it is my draft pick. I'm a little bit nervous about like the run on animated films there, but I feel pretty good coming back that Ryan's not going to take what I want until I'm proven wrong.
You never know unless you take it.
So I'm kind of up in the air between two Disney Channel original movies. And I'm going to start in this category here. Both of these movies very near and dear to my heart growing up. I remember watching them just on a constant basis. But I think I'm going to go with my heart. I am going to be picking the Disney Channel original movie Smart House from 1990, directed by the one and only LeVar Burton. This is the
Okay.
movie in which a home is smart. And basically it is influenced by this AI model that becomes real. And she becomes a real mom. And she threatens this family. And I remember watching this. There's a party scene where they're just like, hey, Smart House, clean up the house. And she's like, not today. And then they have to clean it up themselves. And I was like 7 and I was like, oh my God, that's crazy that the house would talk back like that. And so this is a great movie.
Katie Seagal, hot as fuck in this movie.
Yeah.
Very
Super duper hot.
My
Thank you.
lead with that.
goodness. Hello.
I-
Would have kept that house.
I didn't want to like lead with that. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
yes,
no.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
Okay.
This is a
Come on,
this is a
Ellen.
really, really great movie. Who's the guy? So there's a guy in this movie, Kevin.
Ryan something.
Well, Ryan Merriman plays Ben, who's the kid, but I'm talking about this actor Kevin Kilner. He plays the dad. If you look this guy up, you'll recognize him from I thought a ton of stuff, but apparently not. I'm a liar. I thought he was in a bunch of shit. All right.
Unknown one.
Nonetheless,
I've definitely seen him in things before.
right. You recognize his
Yeah.
face. He's
Yeah,
in
I
American Pie
recognize his
too.
face.
You know, it's big.
He's in a Cinderella story. More important,
He
I would
is.
argue.
Okay. All right. I just kind of wanted to get that off the board. I didn't want to have to worry about decom later in the draft. Ryan, you have a double pick.
Yes, I do. This is tough because Ben's kind of opened up even more of the floodgates as you guys have been talking, and to all the people out there. I'm so sorry for not talking a lot during the, but I'm just like, oh my God, that is available. That is available. It opens up a lot of windows.
Yeah.
Because
You can draft Kundun now. That's huge.
sure, draft like one of the
What?
most one of the worst Martin Scorsese
Sure.
films. Like,
It's funny.
yeah, I've been wanting to do that all day. No, I mean, to Bobby's point, it's like, man, there's just so much. But I'm gonna try to do my best to keep as much of this to the name of Disney as possible, even though like they are in the acquisition business. So I'm gonna start an animated feature, and this is so tough because I could go in the Pixar realm, but my Pixar pick was taken because that's my favorite Pixar film in The Incredibles.
Wow.
So I will go with my favorite Disney film of all time, Disney animated film. I'm going to go with Beauty and the Beast. And I love that movie. It's perfect. It's under 90 minutes. So we stay on a movie that's under 90 minutes. And I mean, one of the greatest animated films of all time. I think the crown jewel of the Disney Renaissance, nominated for Best Picture, the first animated film to ever do that. I saw this movie like so many times. My parents had to get like 2 tapes because it was ridiculous how much I went through this. I saw the Broadway musical multiple times. I had the soundtrack. Yeah, it was insane. I dressed as the Beast one year for Halloween. A lot of stuff was going on. And then they made the live action film, truly one of the most horrid films of all time. So,
that's a dog shit take, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That movie,
the live action rules.
No,
Didn't you see the live action before the animated, Ethan?
Oh God, you just like say things. Like
I like the live action. Sue me. You know, I gotta
No.
speak
Answer
my
the question.
truth.
Didn't
No.
you?
It's bad.
Was that the order?
I'm saving this, Bobby. Don't
Yeah.
steal my thunder. I'm saving this for when Ryan's done.
I've also seen it in IMAX, which was kind of incredible. It's when they did the re-release on Blu-ray and they added the song "Human Again" from the musical on stage to it and reanimated the entire sequence. Like it was in the movie and then they just cut it out and put it in. Seeing it in IMAX is incredible experience. So yeah, I've seen this movie like dozens and dozens of times, and so it was kind of the right pick for animated to do that 90s pick for a 90s boy. So yeah.
Love that.
A little behind the scenes for the listeners. Ethan sends a voice note singing "Be Our Guest" to everybody that he wants to come on the show. So this is a deep cut pick for him.
And a
He
very
loves it.
strange, creepy, please
It's
get the
weird.
restraining order out kind
Full
of French
accent
accent.
and
It's not
everything,
welcome.
yeah.
It just happens. So yeah.
Bobby, that's why I haven't invited you back on recently. I've been worried that you would criticize my singing too much.
Oh, you trust that will be on Twitter within the hour.
I thought as much. Yeah.
It's like
voice
that's why?
voice
That's
memo, more
blackmail.
like a pod. Yeah, that's tough.
Mhm.
I think this is a great pick. Bobby, when I watched Beauty and the Beast a handful of weeks ago, I texted you and I said I have watched Beauty and the Beast, and I think you were happy for me, but
I was thrilled because, first of all, I think you watched. I know I'm name checked in your Hunchback of Notre Dame letterbox.
you are. Yeah, this is true.
So I'm
Let me
glad
pull
that
this
I
up.
get updates on
Yeah.
all of your Disney Renaissance cinematic rewatch or first time watch.
Yo, first watch.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Let's show this activity. I hope Bobbi Miller sees that I watched this. That's my letterbox review of the Hunchback
First
of Notre
and
Dame.
last.
Perfect. Official.
Incredible stuff. Okay, cool. Good pick, Ryan. You have another one though.
Yeah, and this is really fucking tough. Because now live action is there's so many films, so many great films in live action.
Yeah.
Ones that I can pick up in wild card as well too, which is probably just to just spoil my strategy. What I will do in wild card is pick another live action film. But I'm kind of tossing and turning between an acquisition title and a true Disney live action title that they made in house. This is very difficult. But I'm just gonna fucking do it and do an acquisition title in live action. I'm gonna take from Miramax. I'm gonna take There Will Be Blood.
Wow, that's so unhinged for this draft, Ryan. That's amazing.
I'm gonna take the movie that made me want to be a film critic and made me fall in love with cinema, and that my mom and I got to tell at a party earlier this year. I got to tell Daniel Day-Lewis to his face that my mom took me out of school at 2:30 in the afternoon to get to the 3:30 screening of There Will Be Blood, because she just couldn't wait and took the rest of the day off. And we went in that theater, sat there for 2 hours and 30 minutes or however long the movie is. And by the end of it, we were laughing, we were confused, we were just full on like the panic attack, everything that goes in seeing that first time in a theater. Paul Thomas Anderson's my favorite director of all time. And that movie is so essential for a year that I think is the most essential for my life, at least 2007. And that movie is, I saw it earlier again this year on 35 millimeter. There's nothing better than sitting in a room full of really sick individuals that laugh at the most inappropriate moments of that movie. And I love it. And it was probably going to be there in wild card, but I don't care. I wanted to pick it, and it's an acquisition. And so, I'm going to pick There Will Be Blood. It's a weird one to go after Beauty and the Beast, but we contain multitudes, folks.
It's true. This draft contains multitudes. Produced by Miramax, distributed internationally by Miramax, and I think at least the production is kind of what matters here. So I think we have a green light on this movie. Sick. Incredible pick. Just was not even close to on my radar for the Disney movie draft. I respect that. That a lot. All right. Back to me. So how am I going to follow up Beauty and the Beast and There Will Be Blood?
You can't. Anyway, the pod is over.
Well,
please listen and subscribe.
I have.
And YouTube listeners,
it's been done.
The like button. We're out of here. Ben, tell them where
See
we
you
can
later.
find you on socials. Bobby. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I do have Smart House, which is a cool movie.
Yeah, that's what you picked.
Do you guys remember that? You guys remember I picked that
Remember
movie?
when you picked that
cool.
and you could have picked There Will Be Blood?
Yeah. Okay.
You picked
So
an
I'm not
AI
really-
movie. Good job.
That's true. I kind of did. That's wow. Didn't really think about that.
Ethan
Yeah.
Pro AI.
Okay, but hot AI, right? Like,
Okay, now you're really saying that you are pro
you know,
AI. Like you really just did that to yourself.
Right.
I didn't even have to do it. You walked right into it.
it was ahead of the curve.
I think I can speak for Ben, Bobby, and Des here when I say that we do not support AI like Ethan on this podcast or any podcast
you
for
know.
that matter.
No matter how attractive it is.
It's got to be hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have one of my picks a lot of my categories I'm still kind of up in the air right now, and I need a little bit more time, I feel like. But Searchlight's making me a little bit nervous because I feel like this is kind of a slim category.
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
Of course, Ben, it's your show.
I don't want to like
You are the co-host, Ben.
drag this on or anything. Do we care that Disney sold Miramax in 2010?
Did they?
They did. That's a good question.
They
If
did
they
produce There Will Be Blood because I was like,
Oh, okay. Well,
within the time that they owned it.
they sold it, right? Do I
Oh,
need to
this is an
repick?
interesting point of contention. Bobby, Des, what's the input on this?
Or
one?
do we not care? If we don't care, we don't care. I'm just
I mean,
curious.
if I can pick something
Not
else, it's totally
currently
fine.
under the Disney umbrella, though. Technically,
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
those other
but-
films are.
I think if we open the floodgates, like if we're counting things for this that were made before an acquisition, I think if at some point they own that brand,
Okay. Cool.
green light, good to go.
it should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
I
then
think
we
that's-
have to
I think
get
that's
rid of
good.
the other rule, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we should get too in the weeds on this. I hear what you're saying, Ben, and I think it's a really good call out. But I think Bobby's right. I think we just let it slide, let it be.
You're a little checking.
Um,
No, I kind of honestly, even though I just picked it, I'm like, we're talking about the acquisitions they have now. They don't have that anymore. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
It's all good.
I'm
we'll slide.
overthinking it.
It's all good. We're overthinking it.
I'm
Okay.
overthinking it.
In Searchlight, I am going to be drafting a movie just about two dudes trying to get along. I'm going to be taking the Banshees of Inisherin here, and nominated for Best Picture.
That's
Pretty phenomenal movie, and I think this is pretty in my opinion, a pretty clear number one for this category. But that's
Okay,
what I'm taking.
sure.
Yeah.
You think that, Ethan? You go right on ahead.
What
and
is
think
what is up with this? I draft something and people are just like, mm-hmm.
that.
And
know
then
what?
you guys draft, and I'm just like, let's talk about that movie. You know what I
Ethan,
mean?
I
Fuck.
love this selection. You know what?
Really?
Shout out to the Irish.
Hell yeah.
All of them.
You
all of them.
are so cool, Des. I love having you on this show. You know?
Sarcasm
Well, I mean-
doesn't sound good on you, Ethan.
Oh, okay. All right. We continue. Ben, just make a pick. Whatever. People love Banshees of Inisherin. This was a huge
If they've
movie when
seen
this
the
movie
dogs
came
in
out.
the last 5 years only, then yeah, they love Banshees of Inisherin. But like, they've got a big catalog, Searchlight.
Yeah, that's what I went with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good for you, buddy. It is a great movie, though.
It is.
All right. Ben, you have a pick.
I mean, if we associate Disney with anything, it's Mickey. And I think the number one Mickey at Disney is Mickey Rourke. And I'm going to take the wrestler in Searchlight.
That was
What the
such a
fuck?
hard
Wait,
way
what?
around.
I was, yeah.
I think he's clearly the number one Mickey involved when you think of
I
Disney.
love the math there of like how
It's
many
Mickey
mouths
Rourke.
is that?
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. Rourke,
Oh
Mouse.
my
Yeah, exactly. In that order. So,
I love it.
yeah, I'll take the wrestler. Like, I mean, I don't know. Again, I never know what to say about these movies because, like, it's an Aronofsky film. Like, I think Rourke at his best. I think it's an amazing performance. Just again, someone who's like past their prime and coming to a realization with everything that's going on in life. And as someone who grew up like watching wrestling, that was also like a cool like aspect of it. Just seeing the behind the scenes, all the meet and greets, like the stuff that they go through, still beating up their body. So I love this film. Marissa Tomei is fantastic. And yeah, again, I just needed a Mickey involved with Disney. So this is the one I took.
Bruce Springsteen
Had a
song.
whole match at WrestleMania about that movie. Like a whole storyline.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
WrestleMania 25. He was beating up geriatric wrestlers. Mickey Rourke was.
That's
Not really. He got like one punch on a wrestler, and then that was it.
Good for him.
what a cool guy.
No, I wouldn't
this
go
is-
that far with
This is
Rourke.
sick. Okay, well, he's cool in The Wrestler.
Yes.
I like
very-
The Wrestler. God, now I'm looking at. Okay, can I be honest with you guys? I didn't have access to the full Searchlight Pictures catalog before I drafted in that category. There's a lot of movies here that I could have drafted.
Who do you mean you didn't have access? Like,
Were you
Yeah,
blocked?
I just clicked on the wrong Wikipedia page.
Oh, nice.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So nice. Cool, Ben. I like The
Cool.
Wrestler. I'm
Yeah.
generally not an Aronofsky guy,
Yeah.
but Marissa Tomei super hot in this movie, so we are all about that, right?
What is happening?
That's what makes a good
So-
movie when Marissa Tomei's hot.
There's more to women than just being hot. You know,
Couldn't agree.
The only thing
Couldn't
about
agree
good
more.
about Smart House is that
I couldn't agree more.
He's
I
hot.
said no. I said it was awesome.
no, I'm
That
talking about Des.
yeah. Okay.
This isn't about
Des,
me.
we're back to you.
oh, except it is about me.
Oh, now it is.
So it always is. I was thinking,
Mhm.
Bobby, what if I took in live action Fright Night 2011?
Here's the thing. I saw it on a list and I was like, oh my gosh, that
Mhm.
changes everything.
Yeah.
But I do not think it has a current place in my list. So for that, I do gift it to you. If you want it, it's yours.
I'm good. I'll tell Colin Farrell though.
Right.
That's my
Okay.
deal.
Let him know.
I'm good. No,
Yeah.
just wanted to check that real quick.
No, I do
Uh,
want him and I want that movie. I'm not
Who
going to
doesn't want Colin
her.
Farrell? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most
Well, that's why
beautiful
Ethan
man
got the donkey movie. So I'm gonna go Searchlight.
Oh, I started a run on Searchlight. Look at me, the power I hold.
Oh boy.
Now she's gonna switch.
No,
This
Switch.
fucking guy.
So in
Insert
Disney
into
Channel original
popcorn.
movie.
Oh, okay, guys.
So for Searchlight, I'm gonna go with Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That's a good one.
It's a great pick.
It's a really good pick.
Thank you. Love that movie. Ryan, are you double checking me?
I'm not
Yeah,
so
I
sure
felt
it's a. I don't think it's a Searchlight movie actually. I think Ryan's
But I saw it
justified
on
here.
the I saw it on the website.
The 20th Century website. I believe it
No.
is a 20th Century film.
It's a 20th
No.
Century Fox animation.
No, I saw it on Searchlight. No.
Searchlight
Hmm.
picture?
This is interesting.
I'm looking for you, Des. I'm not trying to be
I'll
that guy.
recode this website to
I'll,
say it.
I'll take,
So
I'll
if-
take
if you-
anybody else telling me I'm wrong over Ethan.
If I will just say, please back me up on this. But if you
It's
go
not
to the
Searchlight.
if you go to the Wikipedia page for this movie, the production companies include 20th Century Fox Animation, Indian Paintbrush, Regency, American Empirical Pictures. That is
Uh-huh.
not a Searchlight.
Isle of
title
Dogs
within
is
that.
a Searchlight film,
It is
So-
on the Searchlight Pictures website though.
but it is. Oh, okay.
Ha-
Yeah.
Really?
Because it is
Yeah.
because it was a 20th Century Fox film. They probably, and since Searchlight and 20th Century Fox are all together now, it probably does count as a Searchlight film.
I think it was a Russian nesting doll of acquisition.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why they
yeah,
have it
yeah.
now.
I think because
Ah.
most of Searchlight's films have been with Wes Anderson, so they probably just acquired it into their system. So I say approved.
Wow. Des,
How do we feel about that,
stretching the rules a little bit here. I love it.
I say approved because most of his other films are under the banner.
And if it's on the website, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's on the
What are we gonna
website.
do about that?
Well, you say it's on the website. I don't think any of us have seen that.
Look it up then. Oh my
Look it up.
gosh. Like,
Do the work.
Listen, Ethan, I choose.
Wow.
I'm never
Ethan,
going to contest anybody's pick ever again after that.
Ethan,
that was it.
I
That
choose
was
to
the
believe
end.
women. So when,
I
We
do.
don't-
I didn't
I'm just
contest
saying,
Dez's
that's it.
pick. I said cool pick. I said
You
Fantastic
said,
Mr. Fox.
I
That's
don't
great.
think anyone else has seen it on the website. You think I'm lying? I would lie for Des, but this is true.
Oh. This is awesome because co-written by Noah Baumbach as well, which is super interesting about this movie.
That's so
That-
interesting.
that's what you took from that.
Do you know who Noah Baumbach is? Des?
He did your little Francis Ha movie, right?
Okay, I think we should have adjourned this draft when Ryan called game, and I think he was right. You know, I think this is it. I think this is over. My Little Francis Ha movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to be
Little-
honest. I wouldn't be able
That's
to pick him out of a lineup. I'm sure he looks like every other white guy out there, right?
I'm
All right.
actually Noah Baumbach. You don't know that, but I'm
Quite
actually
literally. Noah could be with us
In
right
case
now.
you didn't know.
He'll be in the room.
Yeah,
Actually,
stay
that's
tuned.
That's who.
Stay
been
tuned for
revealing
the
next.
theatrical re-release draft in a couple of weeks where we investigate Dez's knowledge of celebrities and whether they're alive or not in deep
Whoa.
detail.
Not too much.
Just a little primer.
I will say this.
This is a great
I have
pick,
met-
Des.
I have met the man.
Mhm.
He blends in with the crowd.
Which one?
Noah Baumbach. He does
Oh,
such a
okay.
with the crowd. So,
Yeah, he's a pretty average looking guy.
but he's a
okay.
nice guy. But that's the takeaway you took from Fantastic Mr. Fox. Not
No, I just thought it was cool.
Clooney and that wonderful script. And
Des, do you want to
live-
talk about this movie for a second?
Yeah.
Because it's a
Oh,
fantastic
yeah.
movie.
You don't say. So I love fall. I love autumn. It is my season. As a Scorpio, I claim the fall season. Now,
Right.
I love the fun fact of how for that movie there is a piece, like something is orange in every single scene. There's not one part of the movie that does not include the color orange, which is pretty awesome. I love the stop motion aspect. I think stop motion is such a underrated type of animation. I love like when they're like falling down like the toilet and like they're all like kind of like turning and just spinning around. It is such a fun movie, and I love how they say cuss.
It's really good.
what the cuss?
I have a what the cuss sticker on my work laptop, which I'm really proud of.
I know.
Okay, that's a
Great
really good
voice
pick,
cast,
Des.
too. So good.
Thank you.
Yeah, super good voice cast. Bobbi, you have 2 picks now.
Yay. Okay, so I'm also going to do my Searchlight just because I do think the one that I really want may like slip from underneath me, maybe not. But I am going to go with The Menu for my Searchlight pick. Really love this movie. I know a lot of people on Twitter have very strong feelings about it, but I think it's just like a really fun, because it's like a movie for the normies or whatever, but I don't subscribe to film and its exclusivity. I think it's films for everyone. Controversial opinion. But I really like this movie. I just think it's really fun and really funny. The these are tortillas line is very, very good, and I quote it often. But yeah, I just think it's like a really funny movie. I don't know. And just like a good movie that you see like on a cable network and you like catch it in the middle and you like sit and you're like watching it for the rest of the time. You're like, damn, that's a really good movie. It's one of those movies for me. Yeah,
that's great
for me.
That's a good pick. I think it's a really fun movie. I think we got to get Hong Chow in more movies like this. I think Hong Chow in this movie and Hong Chow in Inherent Vice are like 2 of the like demonstrations of the very best that she can be. Really, really like her in this movie.
I agree. Very good.
Nice.
Okay. And I have my second one, right?
You do. Yeah. This is your first time being on the turn, doing the back-to-back.
This is so amazing. I love life. Okay, I have a question. So for Marvel, I know
you have a question about the Marvel category.
Oh, I think I know what she's going to ask. This is actually a really good question.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair. I have a feeling I know what this is. Go ahead.
Right. The Spider-Man of it all. Because it's technically half Sony, it is the biracial child of Disney.
I was just thinking that.
Of Disney and Sony. Would this count?
It's a good question. I think we should throw it to the group.
I think so.
Des votes for yes.
Like
it's in the MCU.
Like the MCU Spider-Man movies? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the
those
MCU
totally count.
ones.
Like
okay.
Like Sony needs those movies to actually get made by the MCU in order to keep the rights. So and that Spider-Man's in the Avengers films. So
that's true.
That counts too. Yeah.
So those 3 would absolutely count.
You're talking the Sam Raimi trilogy.
Yeah, the
you're talking I thought you were talking about the Holland movies.
I was talking about just kind of as a whole because Spider-Man's kind of in a weird limbo, but obviously we wouldn't count like Spider-Verse because that's not
correct.
That's very much
connected that all the way, but yeah,
I
I think
think-
the Maguire films count in a way because of
Yeah.
No Way Home, right?
I think No Way Home kind of includes them in the MCU, and I think you're good to go in this category if that's where you want to go.
Or Amazing Spider-Man 2, if that's the way you want to go. Like
I know
it's
you're big. Yeah,
totally
you're a big Rhino
big
stan.
Rhino and Electro. Yeah.
Okay.
I know I like a lot of bad movies, but even I have taste.
You've got your
Uh,
limits.
Exactly.
Come on. Well, I'm not gonna do that, but that was a question that I had. I'm gonna go with my I'm gonna go with
Okay.
my live action. And I'm going to do The Great Muppet Caper,
Ooh.
1982.
Oh.
I think it's the best Muppet movie.
Okay.
It is, if you're not familiar, I don't know how many people are, but it is a movie about a movie wherein Kermit and Fozzie are solving a crime that takes place over in England. Miss Piggy is pretending to be this like fashion magazine editor in order to kind of like woo Kermit. It's a whole fun ride, very fun songs. I think it's got the best story of the Muppet films and like is still to this day like some of the best performed comedy in a movie to me. So yeah.
Nice. Where are you at on this Miss Piggy movie that we're getting from Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone?
Until I see a set photo, trailer, or something, I don't believe that Disney's going to play ball with allowing it to be made. I think it'll be a script written and it will be pitched, but I do not know if Disney will allow it to be
Oh.
made, or if they do, I think it'll be demoted to a Disney Plus film, which
Oh,
I
interesting.
don't think Miss Piggy
Fascinating.
deserves.
Yeah.
God, I hope-
I've thought about this a lot over the
Little
past couple
little
of
hunt
days.
for Ben Solo situation possibly there. Just
I think so.
Existing but not existing. Okay.
God, I hope
Yeah.
not, because that movie sounds incredible, and I love Cola Skull. So it's like
I
whatever,
think
cool.
whatever we can do to get that.
it could
made.
be so good, but I just don't know. I'm definitely in the weeds of like the Disney and Muppet of it all,
Yeah.
Muppets of it all, and I think that they're underutilizing them. But I do also recognize that like the pop cultural landscape in which the Muppets existed
Yeah.
and were really successful no longer exists.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that makes it really difficult too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a single Muppet movie.
Ethan, you piss me off so
Son
much.
Son of a bitch! Not
You
even
piss
So I-
me off so
so I
much.
saved-
like a
I saved
Muppet
it for the
Christmas
end.
Carol.
Yeah, save it for the end.
Uh,
Goodness, great. Well, watch this one first.
No.
Watch this one first.
okay. I did add it to my watch list, so it's officially
It
there.
would be great to watch it
Yeah.
with your kids.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
Wonderful.
We'll
No,
find
maybe.
we'll find out.
They are.
That's fine.
They're pure joy.
Okay. Des, you have a pick.
Bobby did both already?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
menu in the Great Muppet Caper.
No one really said anything about the menu, so I just went.
No,
on to my
menu's good. I like that.
I like the menu. Fun movie.
Yeah, I love you. My thing with the menu is though, when it came out, I did a theatrical double feature that day, and I saw Bones and All, and then the menu. I was so upset that the menu was not about cannibalism. I thought I was going on a cannibalism journey, and I said, "What the fuck? It's just about rich people." Oh, brother.
Rich people
Well,
dying.
I mean, Mark Mylod
Yeah,
directed it. You should have assumed that was the
But Des-
only thing he cares about.
Who?
Okay.
we
We
Des,
progressed
it
in
is
the
technically
conversation.
about eating the rich. To be fair.
Yeah, they do
Who-
get eaten spiritually.
Mark-
That.
Who is
Yeah.
Mark Mylod? God, I
Who?
love having you on this show, Des. This is so much fun.
You
Mark
haven't seen a
Mylod?
Muppet movie. Don't get on her.
I know. We all have our
Mylod.
deficiencies. You know, we all have our
Mylod.
faults. Okay, Des, you have a pick.
Sure, that's not a real guy.
Made
So I'm gonna go
Made up guy.
Like Noah Baumbach.
exactly. I'm gonna go live action as well. I'm kind of just following in Bobby's footsteps, to be quite honest with you. And I'm gonna go with Sky High.
No, Des, come on. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. See, I was worried that you were gonna pick that, so like I was like, I'm just gonna take this now really quickly. Fuck, I love Sky High. Sky High is one of those movies where it's like I will fall for disbussin' film every time someone says Sky University's being made. I'm like, fuck yes. And then it's like at disbussin' film. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I'm like a grandma on Facebook. But that movie is incredible. I love a non MCU DC-ish superhero movie. Jumper, Push, like those like types of movies. But Sky
Jumper's
High
sick.
is, I love Jumper. Kristen Stewart's in it. Hello. But back to the point of Sky High, I think it really does hit that middle point that was really great for me when I first saw it, which is superheroes and cool teenagers, and just kind of getting to navigate that and saying, oh, they're just like us. You know what I mean? And I always did want to go to that school. And I did always wonder, would I be chosen as a hero or a sidekick? And I know the answer. So
Do you want to share that answer with us?
do you want to guess the answer?
No, not particularly.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll never know.
That was the smartest thing you could have said.
I'm learning. I'm learning as we go. Oh. Okay. You chose Sky High. That's a really, really good pick. I wanted to revisit this in my adulthood because I do remember watching this a lot. Just being like, Kurt Russell is the GOAT, and also, hot superheroes. I think is a great thing.
War and Peace.
God forgive, a young boy growing up. Okay, Ben, go ahead. You're up to draft.
I think the smallest category I would assume for all of us is Disney Channel original movie. I feel like I need to get it out of the way. I have one that I want to follow my heart, and then there's one that I think might be a vote getter. I don't know for sure, but one of these I drive by the location quite often, and I used to make fun of some of the people that actually went there. I will be taking High School Musical because I do live in Utah, and I drive by East High all the time. I've seen this once, so I feel I can technically pick this. Don't ask me anything about it other than Zac Efron's in it. But I'm afraid I made some enemies, but
Does Zac Efron sing in High School Musical?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said with confidence.
Yes.
This is the dividing moment of this particular draft.
Does he not sing in there?
Famously,
no.
Famously, no.
Oh, I thought he did.
It's Drew Seeley.
Drew Seeley. Yeah.
Who's
He's not singing. It's a
you
singing
actually like if
arrangement.
Zac Efron actually sings, like his character does, but like Zach's not singing.
Yeah. But he sings in the other two.
That was a gotcha question, is what that was. That's I'm on Ben's side on this one.
You know
new knowledge.
You know the lore.
I did not know the lore on High School Musical. I'll brush up on that before this episode comes out. Don't worry.
In between picks, just quick.
I'm gonna do my touchstone pick here, and I'm just gonna start searching for High School Musical.
Yeah, this was a surefire pick off the board for sure. I'm surprised Bobby or Des didn't take it early. Don't you guys? You guys love High School Musical?
It's all right.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna answer that. I'm not even
But
gonna answer it. It's not like
you seemed heartbroken when Ben took it.
Oh really? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am an actor. Okay. So it's not my true feelings. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. I don't remember the day that it premiered. I didn't have a bunch of posters or anything like that. I went to multiple parties themed to High School Musical. Nothing like that.
Just trying to give you guys space to grieve. That's it. Just trying to let it all out right now.
You know what, Ethan? Let them process.
You can turn your nose at that. That's okay. Okay, so I have a pick, and I am going to be going with... Yeah, Bobby kind of opened my eyes a little bit here on the possibilities of Marvel. I was going straight MCU, not adjacent. But I guess we all said Raimi's good, right?
Yeah, you taking Elektra? He's gonna be focused on.
I was
hot
gonna go
women
with
today.
Daredevil. Yeah, that's
Daredevil
true.
03, Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I'm just trying to get Colin Farrell on the board
About it.
as much
Just
as I
Colin
can,
Farrell as much as
honestly.
you can.
Is this the Colin Farrell draft?
The Colin Farrell team.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe I'm not ready for that category. I'm not super sold.
I don't think you're ever ready for Colin Farrell. And leave him for us.
I did not know he was in that movie.
I never would be. I mean,
I'm
God,
ready for
my
Colin Farrell.
Minority Report. Holy cow. Okay. I'm going to go with Pixar and animation here. I'm going to be taking a movie that Ben actually mentioned at the top of the pod. I'm going to be drafting The Aristocats from 1970. This is about a family of cats who come from great wealth and find their way out to the suburbs and have to find their way back home with a bunch of jazz playing alley cats. I think this is a delightful film, and I watched it with my kids a couple of weeks ago, and it's great. And I just love this movie. That's what
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't do Turning Red.
Yeah.
I got to differentiate every once in a while. You know?
Yeah.
I've drafted Turning Red.
No.
I've drafted Turning Red a lot. You know, we're almost 100 episodes into this draft, so I'm trying to get outside of the coded bubble here.
Pixar, Ethan?
Turning Red?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's your only Pixar.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was like,
okay,
correct.
I'm gonna come defend myself a little bit, and Ben can attest to this. We did a Pixar collaborative draft. I have seen and ranked 20 plus Pixar movies, and I stand by my takes on Turning Red, Soul, and Luca being the best 3 Pixar movies out there, which is incredibly frowned upon. But nonetheless, I'm taking The Aristocats.
That's a great movie. I love it.
Thank you, Ben.
It's a really solid pick.
Yeah.
God, thank you for saying
Scratchy
that.
animation.
It's a pick.
I think it's a cool vibe. Like I think it like this era, the 101 Dalmatians, the Aristocats, like this kind of thing that they're doing in this animation era.
Yeah, really good vibe.
I didn't say it aged well. I just said I liked the movie. I don't think that's really
that's the vibe
disqualifier.
You want, yeah.
These are the Walt Disney just died. We don't know what to do as a company, so we're just going to try.
We're gonna throw everything out there.
They were grieving.
Listen, the Aristocats. Marie from the Aristocats is a staple in the character stable of merch and park merch and things that people wear. That character has existed for 55 years, and people love Marie. So
yeah, they do.
That's what I say.
I'll give her that. Diva.
Okay. I have chosen the Aristocats. Ryan, you have 2 picks.
Oh man. A lot to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of things on the board.
So many things on the board. Could go Searchlight here. So I got Searchlight, Marvel, Wild Card, and is that it? Oh,
your favorite category.
And Disney Channel original movie. You know, we can.
Right.
Yes.
There's honestly, I've got a lot of choices there. Honestly, so I'm fine.
Okay. What are you thinking here? You're making me nervous that you don't know. You've had so much time.
Well, I know, but I'm just trying to think about. I'm trying to do the math again about what's everybody's picked in certain categories. But honestly, I really need to get out of my head about that. I'm gonna go to Searchlight. Des made a really good move with Fantastic Mr. Fox, and The Menu was a really good move by Bobby. I thought about going Wes Anderson here, honestly, Des, but you did, and you took the best one, and I didn't know if that movie counted, but we did, and that's fine. I love that movie. It's my favorite one. And I could take my second one. I don't want to take more of the kind of art housey film, but I am going to take, I guess, a more recent one. And I think this is more for the vote.
Vote pick.
And for the voters out there, because people love Yorgos Lanthimos and they love The Favorite. So I'm going to take The Favorite. And I love The Favorite.
Wow.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
And
I didn't think you're going there either.
The Favorite is a beloved film. I think it is a movie that for me is peak Lanthimos. I think it's the best we've seen Emma Stone, and everything she's done with Lanthimos since has been kind of derivative from this film. I think Rachel Weisz is incredible in this movie, and Olivia fucking Colman, Nicholas Hoult. The movie's hilarious.
Oh.
It's dark. It's beautiful. Lanthimos continue to work with Tony McNamara. It's great. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a swerve there. I'm gonna pick the favorite, and
Cool.
that's my pick for Searchlight.
It's a cool pick.
Yeah,
Olivia
admire it.
Colman yelling, "Look at me! Stop looking at me!" at that kid is
How
just
dare
one of my
you?
favorite parts.
Close
It's
your
so
eyes.
good.
it's so good. There's so many great one-liners in that film. You know, I also think it was like the movie that Taylor Swift watched and realized she doesn't want to be with Joe Alwyn anymore. And so I'm just putting that out there. But
Wow.
It's
big.
Well, all love to Joe Alwyn, though he's a great actor. But I just think the movie rocks. And I don't know if Yorgos will ever get back to this level. And people think I'm a Yorgos hater, and I'm not. I love it when he's in this mode.
In
I
his,
wish
in
he
his
did more.
zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've got the favorite in Searchlight, but you have one more pick you got to make.
Yeah. I think I'm going to save Disney Channel original movie and Marvel for my last ones because I'm not as passionate about that. I'm going to go to Wild Card. I probably should have just switched this with my live action film, but I just needed to take There Will Be Blood just for my own sanity. I am going to take in Wild Card, though, instead of an acquisition, because honestly, anyone can take a Star Wars movie and then it would be fine. But I'm going to stay away from Star Wars. I'm going to pick a movie that came out in when I was a kid and I grew up, and it's kind of was like one of those. We were in a great era, I think, from like 98 to like 2005, where we had some live action films that gave us the kind of rush that the generation from the 70s picked. And I'm going to take Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl at the wild card position. It's a great movie, a great trilogy. I don't count those other two films that came after because those movies don't exist and they're crap. I think that trilogy from Gore Verbinski is incredible. It's at the time too where like the Matrix trilogy was out and the Spider-Man trilogy, and we had really good in the Bourne trilogy, and we had really good action trilogies with directors that, and Lord of the Rings as well too, where they were able to have great stories as well as also great casts, but then have something to say visually as well too. And Pirates is a movie that is one of the most entertaining blockbusters of the 21st century, period. And it is the staple for the Disney live action genre. I think that they're still trying to do to this day. And I don't think, and then they have tried to get back to this level with this franchise with other ones before, and they just haven't been able to get that magic back in the bottle. Yes, I know Johnny Depp is controversial. Yes, I know that, Keira Knightley is doing the J.K. Rowling stuff on the Audible books. I don't care. Like, this movie like rules. And the other thing about it, it's so great outside of Jack Sparrow and Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley is Jeffrey Rush as Barbossa, who is one of the great villains in Disney lore, period, both animated and live action. So super cool. Love the film. Love. Saw it so many times that year in the theater when I was a kid.
Nice.
That's a really good pick. Ben and I tackled some Pirates of the Caribbean movies over on 24 Minutes of Not A24, what feels like a lifetime ago. And yeah, The Curse of the Black Pearl is pretty sick. I gotta be honest.
Pretty baller.
I just think it's a really... Go ahead.
No, I was just say like the whole theme was like Disney rides, movies based on Disney rides. We watched was it the Kirsten Dunst Haunted Mansion or Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror.
Yeah. We watched some interesting movies for that.
Terrible
for
film,
sure.
yeah. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, I think it's actually a really savvy pick in a Disney draft, because I think Pirates of the Caribbean is like a huge Disney kind of like an SEO pick there.
Big property. I just wish
Big
they
property.
would.
Supposedly coming back.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Supposedly.
I hope not.
All right.
Oh. With new cast, please.
I have Marvel. I've got live action. I've got wild card. I am feeling a little bit stumped on all fronts, and I'm not happy about that. What should I do, guys? What do I do?
What did you say?
Follow your heart.
I just what do I draft here? You know, like
Pick
I'm just
the Eternals.
I think
you say
I think we
that
should go Marvel.
facetiously, and that is on my short
Please.
list.
Hey, don't pick the Eternals. Don't do that.
I do like the
It is a good movie,
Eternals.
but I just threw out a movie from the last 5 years that Marvel made because I know that's what Ethan will pick.
I think so. I'm having trouble with the Marvel category because I think there's a lot of cool stuff available here. But when I think of Disney and Marvel, my brain goes to something that I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean is kind of a comp to, which is like, what is the movie that you think about, right? You think about Iron Man, you think about Captain America, you think about Infinity War, Endgame, these things that are like kind of bookends to what the MCU was in the height of what Disney was doing under Kevin Feige. And I just can't steer away from that idea. So I'm so sorry. I hate to be that guy. And I know I just preached about differentiating my picks over the last 100 episodes of drafts, but I'm going with Avengers Infinity War. I can't not take that movie. To me, that's the height.
Shocked.
That's as good as it gets. I know. All this build up for nothing. But I'm sorry. You know, I can't not have that on my team.
Damn.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
We have no thoughts on Avengers Infinity War. We're just like all good.
Is it better
move
than
on.
Endgame?
Right.
It's tough. For me, I know the Marvel discourse is a little tired, and I know we're in a new era and all of these things. And like news, literally today, the day we're recording, news came out where Doomsday trailer is supposed to play in front of Fire and Ash, and it's you know very eye roll, very like what are we doing situation, which I totally understand. But I do genuinely think your question, Ben, is like, is it Infinity War or is it Endgame? That is better. I think you go to bat for both. I usually lean towards Endgame. I think it is kind of the stronger bookend, but it is really a part 1 and a part 2. Infinity War, of course, does open with a much more startling kind of narrative and storyline into the MCU with Thanos killing Loki. Like, that had never been done before at that point in time. And I remember seeing that movie just being like, holy shit, like this is a big deal, what we're doing here. And I kind of wanted to recapture that feeling on my team.
Yeah. I was in college when those movies came out. So imagine a movie theater full of college kids reacting to the ending of Endgame. I thought that place was going to come, like the seats were going to come unglued. We lost our shit in there. That's one of my favorite like movie memories.
Yeah.
I've
spoken about it before.
Those memories because I sat in an Alamo Draft House and they basically like tell you if you talk, you die. And like nobody got to respond, but you can feel people
Hague.
like moving around in their chair being like, you see it? But like, you know, people were putting up the comment card. So when I see the videos of people, I'm like, man, I wish it's the one time I wanted to sit in an actual theater and not just like a one where you get some nice food during your meal.
Yeah. I've talked about it before on this pod, but when Endgame came out, that was like the kind of the big bonding feature of my brothers and I, and we're all 4 years apart, so we are all at different stages in life, but we all grew up with the MCU, and so we live in different cities now, and we all got together and we saw Endgame, and then we saw it at whatever the midnight show was. And then we went back the next morning for the first show. And I think it was at like 9:45 in the morning or 10 in the morning. And we had gotten out prior, at like 1:30 in the morning, experiencing Endgame for the first time. And that obviously will never be recaptured. And I think that is something special that Disney did do with Marvel.
I think in the last 15 years, there were 2 of those seismic moments. I think for a lot of people it was the Infinity War Endgame, and I think it was The Force Awakens. Seeing that at the midnight screenings and just...
Big one.
Those were
for sure.
I remember people waiting out in line for 3 hours to see that movie, and they had tickets in assigned
crazy
seats.
Times. Yep. Now we're getting the Mandalorian and Grogu, so there's that. Ben, you have a pick.
I do. It's funny. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I did grow up wanting to be an animator at Disney, and a couple of my favorite movies of all time are Disney animated movies, but I am going to go with the Pixar selection here. What I think is the most beautiful film they've ever made. And I'm going to go with Coco for Pixar. I think it's just, I mean, it's a perfect movie. My partner and I were on vacation at some all-inclusive. And I think we were just like literally just like too burned out to do anything. So we threw it on in our hotel room and just kind of cried while we watched it. Like
It's a
just
hard
being
movie to
super
watch.
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, this movie hits so hard. So
That'll get you.
I don't know. Remember Me, it's gonna get you every time. I don't know who it doesn't get. So yeah, I don't know. Fantastic film. I think again, it's like one of the most beautiful they've ever done. And yeah, I just wanted to have that on my team.
It's a really good pick. Love
That's a
Coco.
really
This
good
was a
pick.
huge staple when my first daughter was a little child. We would watch Coco every single morning, literally every single morning for months on end. So no, Des, I haven't logged it on Letterboxd because I didn't have Letterboxd back then, but I have seen this movie many, many times.
She was just
Stray. Like,
She was just
Catching
sitting there.
strays.
She wasn't saying anything.
No. It's all in love. I'm just trying to keep the record straight for what side of history I stand on. Pre-Letterboxd, post-Letterboxd. Again, a conversation that we've already had in the past that listeners will hear in the future. Okay, Des, we are back to you for a pick now.
Go back to me. Damn, this is hard. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Marvel,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with imagine I say Eternals. That would be really crazy, right?
You'd have
I
my
really
vote.
love that movie. I love Harry Styles, and he is in that.
Oh my
Although I
God.
didn't support
2
that.
seconds.
I didn't support that casting by any means necessary.
You don't have to worry because it's not happening.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
never coming back.
Close that book.
Never coming back.
Get back in the studio because,
Oh my
you know what?
God.
He just ran the Berlin Marathon, so he's doing
Yeah,
his
let
thing.
the guy rest.
I'm gonna go with Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably
Banger.
one of the coolest movies. Bucky does something. Okay,
Yes, he does.
Mhm.
With that arm. He
Yeah.
knows.
just gets a little crazy. It's kind of like Ethan. I feel like the way that I feel about it is the way that you probably feel about Henry Cavill in Rogue
Mission Impossible.
Protocol.
Oh God.
Where he, like,
Okay. Yeah.
Does this with
the
like
arm
cocks
cock.
his-
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, you mean Fallout?
Ghost
Mission
Station.
Okay.
Ghost Station. Yeah.
Mission Impossible. Oh, okay.
Ghost Nation. Yeah. Holy
Ghost
crap.
Nation Reckoning. So
Yeah. I think your comp is totally accurate there, though. Totally
I didn't
agree with you.
That was such a moment for so many men. Like, I know at least 5 guys who remark on that moment. I get it. I
Bro.
ally, but
I like every morning I wake up and I'm like, I wish I could cock my arms like Henry Cavill, and I just can't do it.
Nothing's stopping you.
That's not
you know
I
what?
would
Go
do
ahead
with
and
him.
cock your arms.
Have you
Ethan.
have you
That's
seen
not what
how
I would do with
small
Henry
these
Cavill
arms
in
are?
the morning, but all right.
You can you can do it.
You can cock those arms.
Don't hype me up. Hey guys,
You gotta
let's
believe in
relax.
yourself first. Come
So
on.
Des has drafted the Winter Soldier. Pretty sick movie.
Thanks.
I think
Yeah.
it's their best film. I think it's Marvel's best movie.
Top 3 for me.
I love the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it is really good.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole other Marvel conversation, of course, about, the Russo's impact on this long-lasting franchise and what the Winter Soldier does that I think similarly, which is was a show of its time, but like obviously this interacts with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Coulson and all of that. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was doing this on a weekly basis of leaning into this political paranoid thriller, and I think that's why so many people like it. And of course, Marvel has never gotten back quite to that grounded stage.
I agree.
And the famed elevator sequence, of course.
Yes.
Mhm.
Bobbi, you got 2 picks.
I do. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna do my decom. One of them got poached, so fortunately.
Hmm.
This is tough
Bobby,
because
don't pick it.
no, I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
I'm
Please
sorry.
don't. Like
I'm
I can
sorry.
feel it coming. Don't do it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just do it. I have no idea what this movie is.
Because I think there are two movies that Des and I are cosmically linked and thinking of. And the
Yeah.
way I see it is if I take one, they could take the other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a compromise if I'm
Fair trade.
correct. But I just don't since I'm going first,
Well, yes. Mm-hmm.
well, yes, so I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
Build up is excruciating. I
Wait.
just want to know what movie it is.
Okay. Des, I care about
Yeah.
you so much, but I do need this. I gotta put me
Okay,
first.
that's fine. Put you first.
So thank you. So I will be taking the Cheetah Girls too.
Yeah. I fucking
Yeah. Oh gosh, I have
Wow.
to. I mean,
talk about that Drew Seeley.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me
Okay.
tell you something. That song was in my Spotify Wrapped #1. No less than 5 years ago. Something
Wow.
happened to me with that song from that album. Really, if you weren't there for the Cheetah Girls and the Cheetah Girls 2, it
Mhm.
cannot be understated what that did to the Black community.
Yeah.
That movie, I'm not gonna say trilogy. Those first two movies
Okay.
raised so many people. But that second movie, which is the Cheetah Girls, which is this fictional girl group, they go to Barcelona for a competition, and it's so much drama, it's so much tension, it's got the best songs. I'm still bumping that album to this day. The Cheetah Girls, I mean, it's
Yeah.
iconic. And the Cheetah Girls 2 somehow more iconic. Last one to have Raven. So
Mm.
It's
Very
only
much
one
so.
that matters. Yeah.
yeah. So
That's a big
I'm
one.
sorry, Tez. I'm sorry.
But although right after that movie came out, the girlies released TCG and had Fuego. So I mean,
Fuego.
are
Fuego was
we
real. No, that was real.
we lost Raven, but we won Fuego. So
They're
Mm.
one good song.
they're one good song.
One good song.
Oh my god, the Cheetah Girls 2. I remember when that came out, and in Spanish class, like you had to like have like a Spanish name. I begged down for Marisol because that was my fucking girl. Like me and my friends, like we still like reference like the songs in the movie to this day, like in casual conversation. It's just, oh God, it's truly such an iconic movie. Like I would like to just go to Barcelona just to hit all the different spots and
Yes, from
reenact the
Strut.
movie.
Yeah.
Bobby,
Yeah.
we got some
Oh.
planning to do.
We do have some planning to do. Yeah. So
Big movie.
I'm sorry, but here's the thing. I know one of the two of us had to get it
Yeah.
because Love Y'all Down. I know y'all were not going to pick the Cheetah Girls too. So
Yeah.
I mean, also another thing to
You
mention.
got that right.
Whitney Houston produced the Cheetah Girls.
yes,
Oh,
She-
wow.
yeah, she did.
She produced the first one and the second one. Also the Princess Diaries 1 and 2. But
Mhm.
just
Wow.
something to think about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Incredible.
R.I.P. Oh my God. I miss her.
I ain't got no business.
Bobby,
being gone.
God, no business being gone, Nippy. Come on now.
Tough.
Bobby, I was
Um,
going to say that the Cheetah
okay.
Girls movies, actually, both of them are on my short list for this category. So,
Well, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
no,
I didn't know your
Swooped.
game.
no,
I didn't know your game.
trust me, those are great movies. And I used to watch them all the time. So, but I'm glad that you picked it.
Thank you. Thank
Glad
It's a good
somebody
pick.
picked it. Yeah.
Yeah. Respect
you
it.
seen
Ethan wasn't going to pick it because he hasn't seen it a bit.
Yeah, I was about to
Either
say, good. He
Ethan?
said good pick. I'm like, you have not seen that movie.
I just, I respect your passion for the Cheetah Girls too. And I think that's
It's
really cool.
just it's hard to explain. Being like 7 years old in 2006,
Yeah.
it kind of,
See, I
that
wasn't.
was
That's the problem. I was 12.
yeah, well, being young and beautiful around that time, it's just like you just don't understand. Like
Right.
for
And turnt.
me,
Don't forget being turnt as well. So
young,
I
hot, and
was
turnt.
young
Hunter.
and ugly and annoying, so I didn't fit into any
Oh.
of those categories.
So
Tough.
sorry.
So
Anyway,
sorry.
anyway, the next
Yeah.
pick.
So
But
sorry.
Bobby, you do have another pick.
I do. Okay, so what's left? My Marvel and my wild card.
I'm shocked you've left Marvel till the end here. Potentially
Yeah,
the end.
I've got confidence that the one that I want won't go.
There's 50-11 movies. There's a little sun for everybody.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like,
that's
and
true.
if it goes, oh well, like whoop-de-doo, I don't care. I'm gonna go for my wild card, and I am the creator of my own reality, so I am going to have a second animated pick since we don't have two animated categories, and
Ooh.
I am going to go with 1992's Aladdin as my wild card pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think this movie, it's not underrated. It's perfectly rated. I think it is an amazing movie. It is a movie, I think the Disney animated movie from this time that I've revisited the most as an adult. I remember watching an episode of At the Movies, and they were talking about this movie, and I can't remember who said it, but one of the two of them said Robin Williams should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nom for his role as the genie, and that kind of blew my mind because it's so true.
Yeah.
This is some of his best work. It completely redefined celebrities in animated films in general. And it's such a gorgeous movie. The colors on it are so rich. The songs on it are amazing. Anything Alan Menken touches is gold. But I adore this movie. And a Whole New World, just one of the most romantic songs of all time, always makes me feel like I'm flying right along with them. And Aladdin was one of my very first crushes. So I've got
Color me shocked.
A lot of vested interest in this movie. Holy cow.
Well, yeah.
Isn't there
How
in Aladdin 2 Jafar's something, right?
Return of
The Return of
Jafar.
Jafar.
Return of
Return of
Jafar.
Jafar.
Ah.
And
Get it
then there's a third one,
Oh, really?
King of Thieves, Aladdin King
Yeah.
of Thieves, where we find
Oh.
Aladdin's fine ass dad.
Mm.
He's in that
Yes.
movie. And
Yeah.
Robin Williams comes back to play the genie.
Yeah, because
Wow.
he left in the second one because he told him that he didn't want to have his name on any of like his voice on the merchandise, and they did it anyway because they're fucking Disney, and so he got pissed. And so in order for him to come back, I think it was like they gave him like this
And then they
painting.
give him a like Picasso painting or something
Yeah.
like that. And he got paid because he took scale
Wow.
for Aladdin. He only got paid
Mm-hmm.
$70,000, $75,000 for Aladdin. On that agreement, Disney completely did not abide by it at all. He left, didn't do the second movie. Dan Castellaneta did the second movie playing the genie. And then he came back for the third one. And I think they gave him a Picasso and he got paid $1 million for it.
Yeah.
For a direct-to-video sequel.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Should
Impressive
have paid
work.
him $1 billion. He's
Good for him.
incredible as the
Baller.
genie.
Mhm.
It's an
All
all-time
their shit, but
performance.
yeah. Very
Um,
good.
Nice. Okay, good pick in Aladdin. A movie I have seen. I like that.
Oh, good. Thank
like
Ethan,
God.
let that be the
I just
next
want to clarify.
one.
I just want to
Have
clarify.
have you actually seen it?
Aladdin? Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Guy Ritchie
yeah,
one or
you
the
could-
original?
I
Yes,
love Will
I
Smith
have
in that
seen-
movie.
Yeah, that's one of my guys. I have seen Aladdin. Look at my tag on Letterboxd with Olive and Lucy. I have watched it with my
Okay.
daughters.
Okay.
It's my wife's favorite Disney film. So
Yeah. I like it when the genie
Cool.
does a Jack Nicholson impression. I thought that was pretty neat.
that's really good.
That's your favorite part of that whole movie?
Yeah. Okay, Des, you have a pick.
mean, this is the guy who watched Jennifer's Body and was like, hey, J.K. Simmons, pretty
Guys,
good, right?
what the fuck?
Like, that's his takeaway from that.
Give me a break. We've litigated this.
Oh my
We've
God.
litigated. We don't need to relitigate.
With that piece on. That's your
Jesus
At least he's
Christ.
not like first comments like girls. Girls.
See?
Oh my
God,
God.
I'm just trying to have a unique take on
You-
movies
you-
these days.
You did
what?
it.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Hard to do.
J.K.
Des, you have a
Simmons
movie
in
to
that
pick.
piece.
You have a movie to
I
pick.
do. I have one
Crazy.
in mind,
Uh-huh.
and I would like to do my wild card. And it could possibly be in the realm of a movie that was already picked. But I think this one is the superior one, if I have to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna go with High School Musical 3 senior year.
Nobody picked that.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
That is such an amazing. It is a perfect way to close out the trilogy of the well, it did have a show as well, but of the movies. Not often, rarely if so, do you ever hear or see TV movies, made for TV movies, getting closed out with a theatrical release.
Mhm.
Mm.
In fucking sane.
And the
Kenny
budget went up.
Ortega, the budget was so up.
And
It's
it was
actually it was up and it was stuck. So the artwork of the movie, just I don't know, it's like in my brain forever. Every time I watch the movie, I cry my eyes out at the end when they all freeze frame. The red curtain drops and they just zoom in on their faces because they're like thinking about like this was my life, like, you know, I gotta move on. They're graduating from what made them famous. You're laughing at me and I'm being passionate.
You are selling this to me so authentically that I'm connecting with this, and I feel like I need to watch this movie now. I'm giving you praise.
You do. It's
You.
oh my god, it's just Kenny Ortega, the long-lasting impact that he's had on film, especially with choreography, is insane. Like, how do you go from 87 Dirty Dancing to High School Musical and then still impacting further generations with you know, like the Zombies, Descendants movies, and you know, whatever the little Gen Alphas watch these days. So his impact is long lasting, but that movie, the soundtrack is absolutely incredible. One of the songs from the soundtrack is literally one of my friends' like first dance song at like her wedding.
Can I have this dance?
Wow.
That's so cute. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we used to talk about that like in college, like, oh, you know, what if that was like blah, 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 and like it happened. So it's like, isn't that not the cutest thing ever? But it's such a heartfelt movie, and I don't know. I think it needs to be recognized for what it is.
I love that for you. That is
Thank you.
awesome.
It's my.
So are
favorite
you gonna
of the
expose
trilogy.
your kids to High School Musical and the like, Ethan?
Yet to be determined, honestly. Probably, and I don't have anything against High School Musical. Des, you did mention Descendants. My children are deeply obsessed with Descendants and Red and that whole, you know, big thing that's happening with Descendants. And they do love their Descendants. So I'm just, I'm going to let them enjoy that while they can.
They've already got a foot in the door. And as someone who talks often about how there is a huge gap in media for tweens and teenagers, I think it is a worthy endeavor to just show them the classics. It's a really great trilogy. Safe, fun, gives them a little intrigue. Something for the kids.
Yeah, I will definitely put it on the watch list after I introduce them to the Hangover trilogy, and then we'll get to High School Musical.
Important stuff.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Yeah,
really, what the groundwork of cinema.
Right.
Ben, you have a pick.
I do. I am going to save my wild card for last, so I'm going to go with my Marvel pick. I am seated here next to a Star-Lord mask, but really the Chris Pratt of it all is really not fantastic. It's a bummer for that to be your favorite Marvel movie, let me tell you, because Chris Pratt just kind of sucks. So yeah,
rough.
Yeah, it's rough being a Guardians fan, that's for sure. But what I am going to take is one that was mentioned earlier, and I am going to go with Spider-Man No Way Home because
Awesome.
while I do love the Guardians movies, Spider-Man has always been my favorite superhero. I saw all of them in theaters. I like one of my favorite posters that I have is like the original Spider-Man movie. And he has the Twin Towers in his eyes because it was before 9/11 happened. So like in the reflective lenses. So I have that poster. Like
It's crazy.
it's insane. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that is crazy. We don't need to get into 9/11 right now, but yeah, No Way Home. We got some of the best villains coming back with Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina, which was fantastic. I don't know. I had a great time with this movie. Watching Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire like suit up again was really kind of cool, and just seeing them all together. So, yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home.
It's an awesome pick. I hold firm, and I think we litigated this on an episode maybe quite a while ago now about the kind of rewatchability of No Way Home. But I hold firm that the sequence in which all of the Spider-Men meet for the first time on that roof, and when they talk to Tom Holland's Peter Parker, that is like the pure magic of what they're doing with the multiverse. And I think that is like as good as that idea gets on screen. I really, really love it.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Spider-Man No Way Home. Marissa Tomei also in that movie. Just want to give a shout out.
Don't start
You're
again.
Big on the Marissa
just move
Tomei
on to your
squad
pick.
here on your team.
Don't start.
I just
I'll
said
say
she's,
for him.
I just
She's
said
hot
she's
in that
in
movie,
the
too.
movie. She's hot in both movies.
Yeah.
You know, the two things can be true. Okay.
Wipe the jewel.
Didn't
from your
she
face
die?
and pick. Yeah.
Damn, spoilers, Dad.
Shit.
Yeah, holy shit.
All the movies
God
been
damn.
out for a
True.
couple of years. Like,
We all kind of collectively agreed not to spoil that, and then you just came out with it. It's crazy.
I mean,
Crazy.
all right.
No
Crazy.
remorse, no regret.
That's like
No regrets, not even a single letter.
Just like what the goblin did to her. No regrets.
No regrets.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Wow. Yeah, that was cold. That's
I mean,
crazy.
so was what he did to her.
Okay, so in live action, I feel like personally this is my weakest category just because there's like so many things that I could choose from, but I'm not really drawn deeply maybe to one single one, or in the interest of trying to kind of mix up the team a little bit, I'm trying not to draft things that I have continuously drafted in the past. So with that in mind, I'm going to be going with 2021's, and this is either going to land on the right side of the hive, or this is just going to totally nullify my entire draft, which I'm totally okay with as well. I'm going to go with 2021's really, really, really good movie, The Last Duel by Ridley Scott, a movie that really suffered at the box office and I think is a really cool movie. I like The Last Duel. And I know everybody on this pod is not going to be standing by that, but that's okay. I like The
Is
Last
that
Duel.
the movie where Matt Damon looks fugly?
Yes.
Yeah. Big, huge,
That is the
huge
one.
reason I wanted this on the team is the
Yeah.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck looking like complete asshats. So I think that's pretty fun.
Oh God.
That's the Ridley Scott movie you picked?
I like The Last Duel, guys.
He
What are you
looks
gonna? I mean, come on.
crazy.
You watched that on purpose?
I mean,
I like
it
The
is-
Last Duel.
I do like that movie. I actually think that is a fascinating movie from
I think it's a really interesting movie from
a
Ridley Scott.
screenwriting's perspective because Affleck, Nicole Hossener, and Damon
And Damon.
all wrote a third of that movie.
That was like the
separately from each
huge
other.
marketing thing was like, this
Yeah.
is the first movie Damon and Affleck have written together since Good Will Hunting. And obviously it's not Good Will Hunting, but
well, no, and you could have picked that, but because it was a Miramax film. But Ben Affleck's like incredible in that movie.
like I
He's
said, this is
really-
either gonna find the hive or not, and I'm totally okay with that. If you like The Last Duel,
But that's the
then,
Ridley
you
Scott
know,
film you picked.
you get it. Yeah, I didn't want to pick Prometheus. I didn't want to pick Alien Covenant. Like I've talked about all these movies ad nauseum on the draft, and I could have picked a lot of other Ridley Scott movies and a lot of other really famous Academy Award movies. I just wanted to mix it up. Ryan, you have 2 picks. You're gonna be the first person to finish your team.
I'm just kind of stunned by that last pick. Like it's
Yeah.
wow.
I contain
didn't-
multitudes. You know?
I saw it on the list and I was like, nobody ain't gonna pick The Last Duel, but it's Ethan for you.
Don't discount my mania.
Okay. So I have Marvel and I have Disney Channel original movies. I'm gonna go Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that one.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think. Was it Des? You picked Winter Soldier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you talked, and I think Des was absolutely right. Winter Soldier showed what the MCU can do as an individual episode
Mhm.
within their larger story, and that it can be contained while also connective to the overall literal end game of all this. And I think that Black Panther is the definitive film about that. I mean, it's a movie that within the year of Infinity War is vastly superior of a film. And it was not only just a Marvel movie, it was a cultural phenomenon.
Yep.
And it once again signaled to all of us just how special Ryan Coogler is. I love Ryan Coogler. I think what he did with Fruitvale Station's phenomenal. Creed made me cry in the theaters. This made me fall back in love with the MCU in a way that
Yep.
I thought was like done. And then we got Sinners out of all of this, because when he made $1 billion plus with this,
$1.35 billion.
this is what got him Sinners, and he's great.
Yep.
Chadwick's wonderful. Another one, like Chadwick to me is like Heath Ledger. It's like, that's the kind of actor of like, I wish we could have had 20, 30, 40, 50 more years to see what they were going to do. Michael B. Jordan's incredible in this film. The score, the songs from Ludwig and Kendrick are awesome. It's one of the singular like crown jewels outside of the Avengers films. And I didn't want to pick an Avengers film because I feel like that's kind of like a cheat code. But I mean, in the right ways, but yeah, Black Panther. I'm surprised it's even on the board still. That's crazy.
It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards. I just think that's worth tossing out there.
Yeah.
Nothing to bat an eyelash out there.
Best Picture.
Kind of a big deal.
Good.
Yeah.
Really good costume design win for that.
Yes.
Didn't
Bobbi,
Angela
shut the
bat?
fuck up, because I was just about to say shout out to Ruth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out
So
to Miss Ruth.
And then she won
Ruth-
won again for
she won again.
the sequel.
Yeah, for Wakanda Forever.
I think it's the only artisan, black artisan, I think, ever to win multiple
twice.
Oscars, or the first black woman to win multiple Oscars, I believe, because multiple, I mean, doesn't happen in actress unless it's Halle, and then supporting actress, I don't believe it's happened multiple times. So I believe that's right. Don't, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry out there, and you can correct me in the comments, but I believe that that's true. If not, it's one of the very rare. She's in a very rare category, but she's phenomenal.
Ruth actually came to Adidas and gave a speech. So I work for Adidas, and we have a contract with Marvel, or had a contract with Marvel at the time that Wakanda Forever came out. So she came to campus and gave a speech about what it was like to work on these projects with Coogler and all of the people involved.
Whoa.
And what that costume design process really looks like, and how she kind of took that and applied it to the collection that we made as a brand and tied into Wakanda Forever. Just incredible person in general, ridiculously knowledgeable at her craft, and is completely deserved of every accolade she's received. But Black Panther was a big deal, so it's a good pick. And now you have to make another pick.
Yes, she is the first African American to win and be nominated for Best Costume Design, and the first Black woman to win multiple Academy Awards in any category.
Within my lifetime, the first time.
It's crazy.
Black person nominated. That's crazy.
I say this every year. We're 98 years into the Academy, and a black male or female director has never won that category. And that gives me hope maybe for Ryan this year. but then also there's PTA. So
Then
it's
there's
like it's
Well, when I
it's-
stuff that ballot box,
Yeah, when you vote 4 times.
there is
Yeah.
passion. There is
we'll
passion.
be
It's
letting
true.
the states decide on that one.
Yes.
Ryan, you have your decom movie you got to make here.
Yeah, I'd saved it for last. And some of my picks got picked, and that's okay. I think I'm gonna go with kind of a layup. And no, I'm not picking Double Teamed, even though that's a really good movie.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the film that has two of the biggest stars from the Disney Channel original series and movies era, and it's the Hilary Duff and Christy Carlson Romano. I'm going to take Cadet Kelly.
That's a good
Great.
one.
It's a really
It's-
good pick. It's on my
it's-
short list.
It's up there. Like, I think of High School Musical, Cadet Kelly, Cheetah Girls. I think of Brink for like the sports movies.
Yeah.
Because they were so good at making sports movies. But this one is like, this is their brand at the time. You got, Hilary Duff's doing Lizzie McGuire. You've got Christy Carlson Romano doing Even Stevens. They're in a movie together. This is like the Disney Channel original movies version of like either Who Framed Roger Rabbit or The Avengers. Like, they're assembling their all-stars and putting them in this movie at the time. And it's a fun movie. And very funny. I mean, like, Hilary Duff, it was like her second role ever. And Christy Carlson Romano, she's really great in here too. Yeah, I just remember watching this. It had 7.8, almost 8 million viewers when it premiered.
I saw that stat.
That is crazy.
Pretty
we don't
unreal.
we don't get that for live events nowadays, let alone something like that. So it was a big moment. So, and it kind of walked to the rest of the films after it could run. So I'm gonna pick Cadet Kelly.
Nice. I want to give one shout out for Cadet Kelly here. Gary Cole, who you might know from movies like Office Space, Pineapple Express, other comedies. He's in this movie, and his character's name is just Sir. And I think that's really great stuff.
Yeah.
Let me not say what I'm thinking, but yeah.
That like sounds really similar to your Jennifer's Body review, where it's just like, hey, Gary Cole in this
Jesus
movie,
Christ.
right? Like,
J.K.
pretty solid.
Simmons.
He's
Yeah.
pretty
Fucking
good.
quit. I'm literally not going to talk about movies anymore.
He could have talked
Just
about
the guy.
either of the two women in that movie, and he was
Because
like,
you
no,
did. I was trying to
the
give alternative
middle-aged
take.
man is what I want to talk about.
I think it's funny that his name is Sir. That's it? You couldn't have like given him a second name?
He's got a full
Why?
name. It's just sir.
No, that's a good name by itself.
Okay, Ryan's finished his team.
Yeah.
I've got my wild card pick here, which I don't know. I don't really know what to do. So I am just going to do what my heart is telling me to do right now. And I am wild card am going to be drafting an animated feature film that is called Finding Nemo. And this movie is perfect and really sad and really great. And, I love Finding Nemo. He touches the butt. And it's good stuff.
Touches the button deep.
It's very
Thank God,
good.
thank God that's a reference to the movie, because you could have been in massive trouble after your domain
Hey.
comments in that.
Hey, talking about Finding Nemo, yeah, I like Finding Nemo a lot. It is one of my very, very favorite Pixars, and I think
Top tier.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Top tier
Did you
Pixar.
see this with your kids, or did you see this as a kid?
No,
Or did you watch it
feel
last
like-
week?
well, so I feel like I did see it when I was like young. I mean, it comes out in 2003. So I'm 9 years old at the time. So I probably did see it in my childhood. I know my kids have seen it. I have not sat down and watched it with my kids. I rewatched this in preparation for our Pixar collaborative draft, which happened quite a while ago. And I watched it at night by myself. And I was a complete emotional mess at the end of this because I have 2 young kids, and this is about finding your kid again and like how imperative your life is with your child and how that bond is can never be shattered no matter what, from both kind of perspectives, which I think is really neat. So yeah, adulthood, I think, is the short answer.
That's fair.
Nice.
That's fair. It's just,
Are you,
it's what it feels like adulthood colors films differently, and obviously, like you being a parent, that movie's gonna hit in a completely different way.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's cool.
I think I drafted a quote from this movie in our movie quotes draft that happened about 70 episodes ago. So if you want to go validate that fact, I'm like positive that I did. Yeah. I really like Finding Nemo. Are you proud of me that I drafted another animated film, Bobbi?
I'm let me tell you, shocked. I'm shocked.
Never underestimate, I can say
Two-
I feel like
multitudes.
you're
The
pandering.
Last Duel and Finding Nemo. Anything's possible with this guy.
pandering to me specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, you have wild card to go.
I do. I know this is a Disney draft. I'm going to go with one of their big acquisitions they made, which is Star Wars. It would be easy to go with an older Star Wars, but I want to do something since they acquired them. And I will be selecting Rogue One for my wild card. It led to giving us Andor, which is fantastic.
Yep.
I think this movie is a great, like sealed story. Like we know what's going to happen at the end here. Like we know what the outcome is. I still think they pulled it off. I think cinematography is amazing. Great cast. Like, yeah, I love this film. I think it's the best thing they've done since they've acquired the Star Wars brand. So yeah, Rogue One.
How quickly does Rogue One come out after they acquire Star Wars? Does anybody know this? Ballpark?
It was the second film that they released.
Because Force Awakens was the first, and then they did Rogue One the next December, right? They had a 1 year gap.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Just super curious. I think, obviously big in the discourse right now is the future of Star Wars and like what Disney is doing and how things have kind of really gone downhill since the acquisition. And I find that fascinating that like their two best projects are the first two that they made. So
It's not.
okay, their two most successful projects.
It was the third one was the best one that they.
I agree.
I'm a Last Jedi defender.
I'm a Last Jedi guy myself.
I know that's controversial. I'm
Yeah.
not trying. I don't want people to get mad at me. I know that's controversial. I guess.
I thought the third one was the Sith movie.
Which
It's like the Skywalker
Oh.
movie, right?
We're talking about post acquisition,
No, like they
not
so
actually the third Star Wars movie,
so
not
they've
Episode
only
3, Revenge of
released
the
like
Sith.
5 movies.
Mm.
So like they did Force Awakens, then Rogue One, Last Jedi, the Solo movie, which is awful,
Oh, I like
and then
Sure.
the Rise of Skywalker, which is
Put Alden Ehrenreich to work. That's what I say.
No, Beautiful Creatures 2013. Everyone needs to tune into it because that's where his career really started.
yes,
We're
it
really
did.
there.
That and Hail Caesar,
Okay.
both of those films. It's like this guy's got something.
Des, you got your final pick to make.
Yes. Well, it's my decom. I don't know why I'm still looking around like, oh, what am I
Right.
gonna do? I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's a movie also near and dear to my heart, as most decoms are, honestly. But this movie did something different for me because these sister sisters, were really at the core of my childhood. And although one of them might be a little questionable these days,
A little?
Might.
they really did their fucking thing with the sun, the moon, and the darkness in Twitches. Hello?
Wow.
You've never seen it.
Never seen it. Every time he has that wow, I'm like, yep.
Hold it
Never
against
seen
me.
it.
I know about it. At least that.
You know it's
You
a
know,
witch movie.
Go
That's right.
Twitches. Like, come on.
had
Whatever
a
made your
sequel, Twitches.
loser?
This Halloween, broomsticks are so not happening. That's the
Yeah.
tagline of this film.
Can you not say
Yeah.
it like that?
No, I'm just reading. When
Just
Cameron
reading.
leaves Alex to face the darkness alone, will Coventry be doomed? Or will the sisters multiply their magic by standing together?
Yeah.
Sounds like a big movie.
They fight the darkness with their light and the things that they love.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like a love prevails kind of a thing?
Yes, and sisterhood.
Yeah.
I can respect that. My daughters are sisters, you know?
The sales of sun and moon necklaces went up with that movie.
Through the fucking roof.
Through the roof.
Through the fucking roof. If you wanted to make some money in what, 2004?
That's what you got into. Yeah.
Invest.
Okay.
In 2005, invest in those necklaces.
Yes.
Okay.
That hit the streets.
You've completed your team now, Des. And Bobbi,
Mhm.
you're going to be the last to do so. You got to fill your Marvel spot here.
Oh God, yeah, I do. Okay, I have three that would be nice to have on my team.
Okay.
Greedy.
Talk through them. I mean, you're the last one to make a pick here, so
Oh, okay, sweet. Yes,
nobody else can have them.
Right?
Yeah, you've got the floor.
Yay. Okay, so the three that I'm flirting with are Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Eternals. I loved Eternals. I saw it. It came out around my birthday. I remember seeing it twice in one weekend.
Yes.
Mainly because
Amazing
there was
work.
nothing else out, but also because it was really, really good. Thor Ragnarok, Loki as a character captivated me as a teenager very early on. So I stuck by the Thor franchise when no one did. And so when everybody came back around for Ragnarok, I sat on my high horse, and so that made
Dividends
me
paid
feel
out. Yeah.
better than other people. So that's got to stay. And Spider-Man Homecoming, I love a coming of age movie. I love a John Hughes 80s style movie, and I think that one's really great. I like No Way Home more, but you know what? Because I because I'm dumb and I hold out hope, but I know that the base is strong. I'm gonna go with Eternals.
Oh yeah.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
Awesome, Bobby. This is
I
so
like it.
cool.
it's an underrated pick.
Yes.
I think it's one that a lot of people kind of passed over. I think it wasn't really great for like the Marvel faithful because it's not as flashy, but then it's like not exactly a film, so it's like a weird third thing. But it's one that I think is really well done. Chloe Zhao coming in and doing a superhero movie, and that's what we got, and it's brilliant. I think from a philosophy standpoint, it's really beautiful. Yeah, and it will get a sequel when I talk to Kevin Feige and make some demands very politely.
Yeah, of course.
For the record, but I will be getting that sequel. So
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry about it. No.
I love this pick. Eternals is super high on my MCU ranked list. I'm a big Eternals fan.
It's very good.
Right.
Cool. Okay. We've done it. We've completed the Disney movies draft here on the Movie Draft podcast. A lot of movies were taken. A lot of different movies were taken and drafted. Let's run through our teams really fast, and we'll just do a kind of a quick fire round of any honorable mentions that maybe didn't get tossed out that you would like to throw out. Again, this net and pool of movies is thousands of films deep. So, we could be here all night doing honorable mentions. Bobby, why don't you lead the charge on this one? Give us your team first.
So you said we're not doing honorable mentions? Or we are?
We will. Let's go through our teams first, and then we'll do a round of honorable mentions.
Gotcha. Okay, so for my team, my live action pick was The Great Muppet Caper. My DCOM pick was The Cheetah Girls 2. My Pixar pick was The Incredibles. I realize all of my team basically has "the" in the name. Okay.
Yeah.
So for Searchlight, I chose The Menu. For Marvel, I chose The Eternals, and for my wild card, I chose Aladdin.
Awesome team. Des, what about your team?
So for animation, I have Atlantis: The Lost Empire. For Searchlight, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Live action, Sky High. Marvel, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Wild card, High School Musical 3 Senior Year. And for my DCOM, Twitches.
Ben, what about your team?
Live action Who Framed Roger Rabbit. For Searchlight, The Wrestler. DCOM High School Musical, which Zac Efron does not sing in because he wasn't cast when they recorded the soundtrack, which is something I've learned since starting this recording. So it's not his fault. Pixar Animation, Coco, Marvel, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Wildcard, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
I admire your efforts, Ben. I thought that was funny.
I had to look
Thank
into
you.
it. Yeah.
For DCOM, I drafted Smart House. For Searchlight, I drafted the Banshees of Inisherin. This team is out of control. For Pixar Animation, I drafted the Aristocats. For Marvel, I drafted Avengers Infinity War. In live action, I took The Last Duel. And in Wildcard, I chose Finding Nemo. That was my team. Ryan, do you want to talk about your team?
Yeah. For my Pixar Disney animated pick, I picked Beauty and the Beast. For my live action pick, I picked There Will Be Blood. For Searchlight, I picked The Favorite. For my wild card pick, I picked Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. For Marvel, I picked Black Panther. And for my DCOM, I picked Cadet Kelly.
All very good, very different teams. Curious what the vote's going to look like on this. I think it is going to be complete heart votes from the people out there of which movies they personally attach to the most in a draft such as this. We'll do rapid fire honorable mentions. Bobby, did you want to start us off? Do you have any honorable mentions that were just not thrown out at all that you wanted to talk about?
Yes, I will fly through them. Live action, I had Muppets Christmas Carol, Princess Diaries, Country Bears, Lizzie McGuire movie. DCOM, I had High School Musical 2, Gotta Kick It Up, Halloween Town. I had Twitches, and I also had Smart House. Pixar, I had Lion King, Hercules, Hunchback of Notre Dame, WALL-E, Cinderella, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, and The Emperor's New Groove. Searchlight, I had Theater Camp, Poor Things. One that I don't think is out wide, but I saw it at TIFF, Rental Family. I love it a lot.
Yep.
Very good. Juno and Jackie. Marvel, I had other than the ones I mentioned, The Avengers, and then I also had Infinity War and Endgame. And then for my wild card, I had a Goofy movie and Fright Night 2011, and then a documentary called Waking Sleeping Beauty. That is quite good. It's about basically the peak years of the Walt Disney Company.
Nice.
Oh,
And
interesting.
how it came to be. Then you learn about the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Eisner. I am not a fan of CEOs, but if I had to have a favorite one, it would be Michael Eisner. That man is
Be the man.
crazy.
Yeah.
That man is crazy.
You made a really good point in the Searchlight category. I wanted to quickly say I had 3, so this episode will come out in December, so some of these movies will have a wide release by then, but at time of recording are not eligible for this draft because they have not seen a wide release, or at least enough people have seen them. That would be Is This Thing On? A Rental Family, like you mentioned, Bobby, movie I also saw at TIFF, and then The Testament of Anne Lee. Day of recording, we got our first trailer for this film. I caught it at TIFF, and just has not had a public wide release quite yet, so not eligible for this draft in particular. Ryan, any honorable mentions you want to fly through?
Yeah. I think most of the Disney ones were mentioned already, and the Pixar ones, I mean, like WALL-E and Ratatouille was definitely one I considered as well. Coco was already picked. Those are perfect films. For Searchlight, Grand Budapest Hotel, Once, The Tree of Life, Little Miss Sunshine, French Dispatch, The Old Man and the Gun, DCOM, Double Team, a movie called Tiger Cruise, which I discovered is
the 9/11 DCOM.
the 9/11 film, directed by the guy that did Halloween Town. We found this out, me and my co-host, on a podcast. We just stumbled upon the director because he had worked with like David Lynch and he had edited the Star Wars films. And then this guy is like he did a ton of these movies. He did Double Teamed. He did Tiger Cruise, which is like, about a cruise, a father and daughter finding out about 9/11 while they're trying to connect on the cruise that he's driving. It is fucking wild, and everybody should watch it.
Are you serious?
It has Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah.
It's got Bill Pullman.
And Bill Pullman. Yeah. It's a legit movie. It seriously happened. It's wild. I almost picked it just for the gag of it all. but nobody's seen it. Probably outside people in this group. Marvel.
Wow.
The original Iron Man is a wonderful film and like a great movie separately, and then the end credit thing kicks it all off. And then Endgame was another one. Live action, The Parent Trap, Mary Poppins, Remember the Titans, National Treasure, The Mighty Ducks.
National Treasure.
Robert Altman's Popeye from 1980 counts. That was a Disney film, so could have gone Popeye. Almost did. Wild Card. I mean, start naming names. The Fugitive, The Insider, The Prestige, Alien, all that jazz.
The Insider.
Die Hard, Speed, Empire Strikes Back, Pulp Fiction. You name it, it's all there.
Oh yeah, all the big ones. Des, honorable mentions.
Yes, I would like to start with the DComs. There's just so many great deep cuts. But of course, I have to mention Halloween Town, specifically number 2, Calabar's Revenge. Get a Clue, Pixel Perfect,
Get a Clue,
Wendy Wu, The Color of Friendship, Xenon. Those are all literally perfect movies. Some things from Searchlight and also / Touchstone that would have been considered in like the live action. Napoleon Dynamite, Roll Bounce, Juno, Rye Lane. Funny that you mentioned documentary, Bobbi, because I was thinking of Summer of Soul. For anyone who doesn't know that movie, documentary, it was done by Questlove, and it's about the Harlem Cultural Festival that happened in 1969, all about like Black culture, music, arts, and things. Incredible stuff going on over there.
On the Oscar.
And also under I can't remember if it was Touchstone or Miramax, one of those, but no one else would have seen it, but I know it was there. Bring Down the House, and that movie means
Bring Down the House.
That movie is wild.
I
love that movie.
Racial banger of the early 2000s. So
that did a lot. That was
I saw that in the theater twice.
Wow.
Yeah,
both my parents sent me to that.
It's a serious one. And then I was going to try to make a real interesting case for an international movie that was released through a Disney subsidiary, and it was Ponyo.
The Ghibli films, because they own them all.
I did see the Wind Rises was also on one of my short lists. So
they acquired it. I forgot about those films. Yeah,
I would have approved. It's a good shout. Ben, any honorable mentions that you want to toss out?
I mean, a lot was the animation. Ghibli was up there for sure. Was like Spirited Away and stuff. Some of my favorite animation is like Robin Hood and Emperor's New Groove, Peter Pan, talking about movies that haven't aged well for sure. So, and then like live action D2 Mighty Ducks was up there for me. So,
nice. Good ones. I just had a couple DCOM, Phantom of the Megaplex and The Luck of the Irish. Those were big movies for me growing up. The Even Stevens movie as well. That felt like
that's a really good one.
Big culmination of my whole childhood. And yeah, that's kind of it. I guess the one other shout for Pixar animation that I was tossing between this movie and the Aristocats was Oliver and Company. This is about basically a dog that gets lost in New York City, and the bigger dog has to lead it back, and that dog is voiced by Billy Joel. There's a complete original soundtrack by Billy Joel. I'm a huge Billy Joel guy, so that's a fun movie. I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah. It's a cat, not a dog.
Is it a cat that gets lost?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
during
you're right.
The beginning,
right.
set to Once Upon a Time in New York City, sung by Hulu and the New.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, big one. Great.
Ethan, you're a big fan of Billy Joel?
Are you saying that? How do you want me to answer? You know what I mean? Like, what are you getting at here?
I'm just confirming.
Confirmed. Yes, I'm a big Billy Joel fan.
Cool. So the thing is, I don't know the difference between him and Elton John. So anytime a song is playing, I'm like, God. I don't know who it is.
This podcast has been terminated. This is the end of the line.
What's that one song, like Sienna Waits for You? So
Vienna.
Oh my
like
God.
Elton John.
I'm literally having a fucking stroke right now. I'm
the way
having
that
a
I
fucking
get it, though.
stroke.
The way that I completely understand.
Thank
I've-
Guys, the way that
I've-
your mind would be blown that they toured together and did
Yeah, you would have
sections
lost
when they
your
were
shit.
literally dueling pianos at the same time.
Mhm.
I kind of wish
Whoa.
we could go back in a time machine and you go to one of those
That would be cool.
concerts just to be
I-
like, what is going on? Who's actually song is? Because they would switch songs too. So
Yeah.
you're actually not far off on this.
That's crazy.
Is
I
it
literally
about
flew-
who I went behind the piano.
I flew to New York City to see Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden, and my dad and I went, and we had floor seats for my birthday, and it was a very, very big deal,
Aw.
Des.
And
So
Elton John came out and he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and
Was
then Elton John
Olivia
came out, and I was like,
Rodrigo
wait, who's this guy? And then I did the Spider-Man thing. Thank you all to all of you for joining this podcast. A questionably successful endeavor, the Disney movie draft. Des, Bobby, Ryan, Ben, thanks everybody for joining me for this. Ryan, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Ryan McQuade 77. If you like my work, it's all over at awardswatch.com, where we do the Awards Watch podcast that releases on Monday and Director Watch with myself and Jay Will Better that releases on Thursdays. We're about to start our Claire Denis movie series to round out the year. Ethan and Ben, thank you so much for having me on.
Of course. Happy you could join us.
Thank you. That was a blast. Des and Bobby, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Bobby, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
You can find me over on YouTube at Culture Kitsch. I'm currently working on a behemoth of a video about the cinematic journey of the story of Frankenstein. So be on the lookout for that
Nice.
in the next couple weeks. I am also over on Substack, also at Culture Kitsch. I'm on Twitter at Hi, I'm Bobby, HIIMBOBBI. I am on TikTok every once in a while. Not really. Over at the Afternoon Special. And I also, if you are interested in like the show Interview with the Vampire on AMC, I host a rewatch podcast called Just Start the Tape. So I'm everywhere.
Nice.
And very
Yeah.
tired.
Go check it all out. Des, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Yes, I am on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Twitter at Movies with Des. It's Des with an S. And also my podcast called What's On Tonight, where I talk about movies either by myself or with friends and friends like Bobby, where we talked about the movie The Invitation from 2022. It was very fun.
Very good.
Oh, it's I love
Super
that
exciting.
movie.
We recorded for like 5 hours. It was
It was
Nice.
very long.
Wow, that's amazing work. Ben, thanks for joining me for co-hosting.
Mhm.
Normally, I slide you and Sophie under the bus for never showing up, but you're here, and
I'm here.
that's really really cool of you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to be here.
Huge shout out to Sophie as well for helping co-create this podcast. Be sure to listen and subscribe to the Movie Draft Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're also now on YouTube with video. You can watch Ben announce his first pick in this draft on video, and that's really exciting. New episodes of this podcast will be released weekly on Tuesdays. We'll see you then.